Oh, wait. There we go. If we have Delta music, you know what that means. Time for some personality tests. Ugh. As always, I'm very tired. Luckily, I did go to Walmart today. I realized I'm not speaking into the microphone. Hi, welcome. What the hell? My cord is being weird. Okay. Hi, welcome to Not Game. Hello. Not smiling. Oh, my fingernail. Crap, my fingers. Ow. Yeah, hi, welcome to me embarrassing myself again. Although I don't think I have all that many embarrassing tests today. Whatever. We'll find out what's embarrassing the farther we go down the list. Is my working? Okay, now it's working. Okay, yeah. Again, I have my mute on my foot pedal, so I was just checking if that was still working. Yeah, hi, welcome. I am very tired as always, but yeah, of course I went to Walmart today and I just to grab a few things, right? But I did get a case of Monster, so I have a Monster with me right now. I always get the variety pack though, just so I have variety. I got a, although it's only 3 flavors. I wonder if they have like a pack that's like more than 3 flavors. But yeah, I got it. Why is it playing all like the really short songs right now? Like at the start, like what? It just keeps playing all like the really short songs. Okay. But yeah, today got a ultra peachy keen flavored one. So hopefully that'll kick in soon. Bleh. But yeah, uh, I've had. Oh, wait, right. I gotta keep that open for it to actually play for some reason. Yeah, I had an eventful yesterday. First I had like a meeting I had to go to, right? That was an important meeting. It was short, but it was important. Uh, and then of course, like an hour later, I had to go to get. I had a haircut scheduled, so I haven't actually gotten my haircut in almost a year. So that was helpful. I suck at making appointments. I need to make better appointments now, but I should be fine for the next like 3 to 4 months with my hair. So I just have to remember to make an appointment in like 3 to 4 months, which shouldn't be too hard to get in. I just, but yeah. Oh, and then I mean, there was like a break there where I think I did. Did I go to, no, I didn't. Okay. I did go, and then I did go to the mall with some friends, got some new items, got some clothing, new dress, which I'm very happy with. Uh, got a shirt. I bought items like that I think would pair well together, but I suck at pairing clothes. Uh, I've learned. I got like a shirt and a skirt, but then I put them on in like the dressing room, right? And I realized that while the shirt can go with the skirt, it would go a lot better if I like had like a something to go over the shirt that fit the color of the skirt better. Because like the shirt's like black and white, but then the skirt's like a kind of like has like a it's like a layered thing where it's like the underneath is like green, but then it has like a mesh kind of layer over top of it that's like black. So I feel like I should get like some kind of like dark like foresty green like shirt or like cardigan or something to go over that. Yeah. I need to get more clothes as well. I did buy some clothes, but I do want to like expand my wardrobe a lot more. I also bought a necklace. It is shaped after Jolene Cujo's tattoo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm actually wearing it right now. Yeah, I like it. I like necklaces. Much bigger fan of the flat ones than like the chunky ones you get. I'll admit I buy a lot of my clothes at Hot Topic. I'm very basic, I know. But, they always have, like the jewelry thing the jewelry stuff at, like, Hot Topic, and I'm not that big a fan of, like, the chunky necklaces. Chunky earrings, I mess with heavy. I don't have my ears pierced, yet. I'm planning on getting them pierced sometime in the next few months, though. Uh, I mess with, like, chunky earrings. Chunky, like, necklaces, I can't, like, get my head around it because, like, the feeling of just having, like, anything, like say, like, you have a, okay, like, if you have, like, a little capsule of something, like, I know some people, actually keep, like, if it's, like, a very, like, personal necklace, I know some people actually keep, like, little vials that have, like, a relative's ashes in them. Some people do that. If it's, like, something, like, small like that with, like, a little bit of, like, I don't know, heft to it, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean? I feel like that's, like, fine, but once you start getting to, like, the hard, like, thick plastic that's, like, the size of, like, a quarter or, like, a half dollar, that's a bit much to me. Like, it just feels uncomfortable around my neck, which is why I was glad that this Jolene, necklace is just a flat piece of metal with her tattoo on it. There were also another JoJo necklace that we couldn't figure out what is a reference to. There's probably, like, some, like, thing I'm missing. It was like a ring. It was like a decorative ring on a necklace, but we couldn't figure out, like, what it's supposed to be. I feel like we're missing something. I originally thought it could be, like, you know, like the rings that, AC/DC and, Wham put over Whamu, I don't know, what like, Whamu and AC/DC put on, like, Joseph. I was thinking it might be that, but I feel like I remember those, like, rings being less, like, with less, like, jewels on them. Hold on. Yeah, no, those rings were just, like they weren't very decorative. I We could not figure out, like, what the ring was supposed to be from. Send it to the server? Okay, yeah, hold on. I don't have a photo of it. Give me a second. He's streaming right now, though. Yeah, he'll probably see it at some point. Let me send the doctor an image. Hold on. A message, I mean. I think he's still streaming. Okay. Well, if he responds, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, we could not figure out, like, what it was supposed to be from or, like, what it was referencing, but it was something JoJo related. I don't know. On the subject of rings, they also had, like, a pair of Lord of the Rings, like, necklaces with, like, the one ring on them, but it was two rings, so I don't. It was like a pair necklace. I think it was, like, probably like a friendship necklace or, like, a couple's necklace or something. I want to get every time we go there, they always have, like, those little, like, bead bracelets, you know? Uh, and I really want to, like, get, like, some for my friend group, like, IRL friend group, but there's 4 of us, and we can never find, because, like, they're all, like, pop culture of, like, some series or whatever, right? We can never find one that's 4 people of a franchise that we like. We're always gonna have, like, 1 left over and, like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, also stopped at the bookstore 'cause I that was a quick trip, though, because I knew what I wanted. I got a copy of, I suck because I buy so many physical books, and then I just don't read them. I do wanna buy an e-reader at some point. Probably just gonna be an iPad because I wanna use that for other stuff as well, but I'm just gonna buy an iPad. But I buy so many physical books, and I just don't read them. But I really wanted to have a physical copy of this one. I have a copy of, Carmilla, which is a vampire book published, was it 26, I think, years before Dracula? Yeah, predating Dracula by 26 years. The original vampire story. Yeah. Uh, Basically, just imagine Dracula, but it's a woman, and it's very gay. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but that's why I wanted a physical one. It's also a shorter story. It's like, I mean, this book is like 150 some pages, but it's like big text. Yeah, 156 pages, but it's like big text. So I should be able to finish that. Like, if I sit down and actually read that, I should be able to finish that like in a day or two. Yeah, I don't know why. Apparently, it's been flying off the shelves, is what the people at the bookstore told me when I asked if they could show me where it was. I don't know why. Because like I had the desire to read it because I like vampires. I love vampires and I love women. I don't know. I but I don't. I just wanted to read it because but I don't know why it's like apparently like popular right now. I don't. Is there a demand for the? How old is this book? Like it's at least 100. It's like 100, at least 100 years old, right? Hold on. Armilla publication date. Yeah, yeah. It was published in like 1871, 1872. So it's like this book is very old. I don't know why it's popular like right now. Oh, I got the. Okay, yeah, yeah. Hold on. Uh, got the image. Give me a second. Let me just save it into a random folder. All right. That image file. Okay, yeah, there we go. This isn't my hand in the photo. I should probably. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, wait. Let me crop. How do I crop an image in? How do you crop an image in OBS again? Alt. It's Alt. Okay. Okay. Here's the. There, just in case too much of the. Okay. This is the ring. This is like the ring necklace that we saw that we couldn't figure out like what it's from. If it's supposed to be like someone's actual item or if it's just like representative of something. It's probably something like super obvious and I'm just like stupid and I can't remember it. JoJo being like my like top two, like top two series of all time, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like I don't know. But yeah, oh whoops. Yeah, there's that. Why can I not get a grip on the there we go. There's the image. Uh uh, I'll post it in the server too, why not? Just a second. General. Alright, I've moved it down there. Just a sec. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll get a clock on that, I don't know. Mary Jo Star's ring. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Oh wait, no, wait, Mary Jo Star was Jonathan's mother. Okay, yeah. Is it? No, the ring looks a lot different than like a different shape. Unless hold on. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure replica ring. Is it? Oh wait, someone asked the same question in the Discord. Hold on, and just in Reddit. Okay, yeah, okay, it is you're right, okay. It is Mary Joestar's ring. It's just for some reason, I can't get an actual image of the okay. That's a strange, like, place to have jewelry from. It has, like, image of, like, one of the Joestars and, like, the ring that I guess the ring technically did kinda set off the whole plot. Alright, well, now we know. Thank you for being the explanation for that. We find the mystery has been solved, okay. Oh, yeah, and then we, then we stopped at a Primanti Brothers, and I made fun of the doctor relentlessly, yeah, I had a, cocktail there. I had, like, a I don't know what I can't remember what it's called, but it came with a little, like, rubber duck, a tiny little rubber duck from Primanti Brothers, so we got that. But, yeah, I had a good time yesterday. I got home, sat at my PC for, like, a little bit, and then just passed the fuck out. I'm sorry. I woke up so tired. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, got a manga panel here. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, putting them side by side. Hold on. Let me just by George. Uh okay, yeah, yeah, side by side. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Mary's ring. Okay. I guess technically Mary's ring is like the catalyst for the entire like franchise now I'm thinking about it. That's maybe I should have gotten that. That would have been maybe I should have gotten that. That would have been a cool like thing to have next time. Next time. We can always go back to the mall, I guess. Bleh. Okay, yeah. Uh I think it's funny we've been sitting here for like 20 minutes now. But yeah, I had a fun day yesterday. I think it's funny I've been talking so long. I have I think relatively the same amount of quizzes, but I have some like longer quizzes today. So this stream might be even longer than last time thinking about it. We'll see though. We'll see. I'll try to be a bit quicker with some of the tests though. Might as well get started. We can yap while we go along anyway. Oh yeah, I should say I've already taken this is the 16 personalities I almost said IMDb, the MBTI quiz. I've already taken this quiz like 5 times in my lifetime, and I get the same exact result every single time. I always get INFP T or something. I think it's no, I think it's INFP T or INFP something. I don't know. It's INFP. We'll see if it's different this time. I highly doubt it though, but we'll see. Uh, we'll see. You know, actually, it's a good way to show how I've developed, I guess, even though I haven't developed apparently over like my however many years of living. I literally Okay, literally in one of my college classes, I think like a year or 2 ago, I literally one of the teachers had us take this in class, and, I also took one in, like, a class in high school as well. Like, I've taken this quiz at least 5 times. Yeah, I guess we should get on with it. It is a lot of questions, so buckle up, duckies. We got a rocket van. What is this song? I've never been a while since I've King of Roly Poly. When? What? I think I'm missing a song. I do not remember the song the slightest. Okay, whatever. All right, moving on. We're actually starting the quizzes today. I am willing to add some more quizzes as well. I will admit I got a lot of these quizzes like right before stream, and a lot of them are specifically IDR labs just because that I mean there's literally just a page of like a just a wall of quizzes you can like take from. So got some funny ones, got like one or two serious ones. Yeah. All right. Make friends. I it depends, okay? Because like IRL, hell no. But online, like relatively frequently, anyway. How regular is regular? How like what do they mean by regular? Like what is regularly in this case? Like there's no way people are like making a new friend like every single day because that's like irregular. That's got to be irregular. But like I'll say like okay, I make friends. It's usually just like in batches of people. So I'll say like disagree, but like one down. Like only like one disagree. Little disagree. Unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I love that. It's fun. Not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I've said this before. I'm a pretty emotional person, I would say. I would say like I will definitely listen to logic, but I can definitely be swayed by emotional arguments. I say this as someone going for a philosophy minor and who has taken multiple courses in logic. Struggle with deadlines. Absolutely. Okay. I will say I struggle with deadlines, but I do always meet my deadlines I meet my deadlines for the most part. So I will say I procrastinate a heck of a lot. So I'll say agree. Is it a strong agree? I'll say like mid strong agree. You rarely feel insecure. I feel insecure when I wake up in the morning and I feel insecure when I go to bed. It is a problem. I'm working on it. I'm a lot more confident recently. I'm working on it. But yeah, no, I feel insecure all the time. I avoid making phone calls almost like to the T. If I can like text someone or I can okay, this is okay. Okay, if it's a call with a friend, I almost always love a phone call. I love just like getting like a voice call with people. Or like if it's people I know. Yeah, if it's someone I know, I love talking to them. I love being in a voice call, even if we're not just talking, if we're just sitting there. If it's like an appointment, I die. I will say agree, but like less agree because like I avoid making phone calls unless it's someone I'm friends with. Mm-mm. Debating ethical dilemmas. I'm a philo- I'm minoring in philosophy. That's literally like half. That's like a third of my classes have to deal with ethical dilemmas. Spelled monster on my top lip somehow. Prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I will say agree, but like slight agree. I will, if I need to be honest, I'll be honest. But I think overall, I'm pretty sensitive about things, I think. Uh, Working spaces are clean and organized. It depends. My desk is relatively organized, like my desk area, specifically at my PC is organized. I have some like figures and stuff about, but like they're, you know, anywhere else, no. I am an incredibly disorganized person. Again, something I'm working on, trying to be better, but I will admit I do struggle with organization. Yo, there's a banger. It's a banger. Let's go. Oh ho ho. You often feel overwhelmed. I have anxiety, so I have medically prescribed anxiety, so or diagnosed, not to prescribe. They prescribed me with they gave me anxiety. I meant to say diagnosed. Yes, they prescribed me with anxiety. I was a bit too my ego was a bit too big. They had to knock me down a peg, you know? Damn it. Okay. I enjoy participating in team-based activities. Again, depends. If it's like a work thing, no. If it's like a work thing or like high school or college or whatever, and it's a group thing, no. If it's with friends or like people I know and get along with, all the time. Yeah. 20 milliliters of anxiety a day. Yes, exactly. I have to keep myself in check, I guess. If I wasn't anxious 24/7, I would become too powerful. Uh, but yeah, I will say like disagree because I feel like it's asking. I'll say disagree. If it's with like friends, people I know, I love like doing things with people, just not people I don't know. Okay, this is why I've been saying recently. I think I'm more of my entire life I've always thought of myself much more as an introvert, but I feel like I'm an ambivert leaning on introvert. Of course, ambivert isn't like if I'm given the chance of ambivert, I will say ambivert. If I am not given the choice of ambivert, introvert. I'll say that. Like I am online, I'm very online. I feel like I'm much more of an extrovert. Had to keep balance too. I was too. Yeah, I was too. I was like ruining the. I was ruining the meta. People were leaving like games because I was in them. You know, had to balance me. Had to quick patch me by giving me anxiety. The anxiety nerf is crazy. But yeah, I I love team-based games. There's some games that I only play, like, with a person. Like, I was, like, not sleeping because I was playing, like, games with someone the other day. Like, I stayed up late because I was having too much fun. But yeah, so it's like, if it's like a game or, like, something like that, or, like, or if it's like a project with someone I know slash like slash get along with, sure, like, I'm good with a team-based thing. If it's, like, a work thing or, like, a school thing, not in the slightest. I hate group projects. I hate them. Oftentimes oftentimes I'm the person, like, trying to, like, communicate and the other people just won't, and that's weird coming from me. But yeah, experimenting with new and untested approaches, I would say agree. Not full agree. I do like some tried and true things, but I'm down to clown, so to speak. Prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. I will say overall, I focus more on feelings. Again, I know the importance of a fact. I know the importance of logic, statistics. I do think I tend to prioritize feelings over facts a lot of the time, though. I will use fact-based arguments under certain instances, but I've learned that emotional-based ones tend to work best. Anyway, often allow the day to you often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Most part, I do like a schedule, but I mean, depends really. I mean, to be fair, like like when something's scheduled, it's usually something that's scheduled for me, so I don't really have a choice in that. Or it's like something I scheduled like a while back, like an appointment or something. Or it's like, like a stream, like I don't like schedule my meals. I just like, oh, it's like around this time, I'm feeling a bit hungry, let me get something to eat, you know? Uh speaking of, when do I eat? It's like 10 AM. Maybe I should order, like, lunch. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming for. Maybe I should get some lunch or something. Again, I might have to leave, I didn't end up ordering anything last stream, but again, if I order something, I might have to, like, leave for, like, a few minutes just to go grab it, you know? I'll keep my, phone to the side with, like, food delivery service open to see if I want something later. But yeah. In terms of schedules, I usually don't have a schedule, but, like, anything I like, it's because I don't really schedule a lot. It's just, like, either stuff that's scheduled for me, or it's, like, an appointment that I had, or it's, like, a stream or something. It's, like, usually no, but if I have things that hmm, I'll say disagree, but, like, slight disagree. Oh, without a schedule? Wait, no, it's oh, wait, yeah. Slight agree, I mean, then. Merry Christmas, everyone. You rarely worry about making a good impression on the people you meet. Okay. Again, very high depends. I have reached the point where I just don't give a shit what people think about me sometimes. Like, I've given up. Which is good. That's a good thing. But specifically with, like, people I probably won't see again, if it's okay, again, depends. If it's like a job, an interview, obviously I care what they think about me, but, so I'll usually I put on my professional face or whatever. Uh, when it comes to people that I want to like me in, like, whatever way floats your boat, in, like, any, like, form, if it's someone that I want to like me, I worry so much about giving off, like, a good impression, so I think that outweighs, like, the kind of, like, laissez-faire attitude I have to, like, other people, or not laissez-faire, that's more hands-off, what is that? What am I thinking of in, like, a devil may care? No, I bring a kind of I don't give a shit, attitude to the party that people don't like. No, no, it's like melancholy music. But yeah, I'll say like, middle agree. Oh, wait, rarely worry. Middle disagree. Devil May Cry? Yes, exactly. I need to play Devil May Cry again. I only streamed that one time. I really need to get back into that. I have every Devil May Cry game. I bought them all because they were on sale. I need to play them. Okay, yeah. Here's my promise. After I finish Yakuza, the next game I hard focus will be Devil May Cry. After that, probably Yakuza, probably Vampire. I need to finish Vampire as well, and then maybe I'll start Yakuza Kiwami 2, and then I'll start Yakuza 1, Kiwami 1, whatever. After I finish Yakuza 0, I will go back and try to hard focus Devil May Cry. It shouldn't take long. I don't think that game's very long. The first one, anyway. You feel comfortable walking up to someone and start a conversation. Hard disagree. I suck at conversation. If I don't have a reason to talk to someone, it is so hard for me to start a conversation, even if I want to, you know? So, yeah. Uh, Not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Hard disagree. I love discussions about, like, media and, like, art and, like, literature and stuff. It's so, like, interesting to me to see what people's, like, thoughts are on these things, you know? Uh, okay, people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers and data. I will say agree. Again, emotional arguments can very well work on me more than statistical ones in specific situations. Again, everything on this quiz everything's gonna be a depends. It's just leaning one way towards or another, you know? You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. I will say actively. I will say I love to. It's just sometimes I kind of just like forget to, you know? I love seeking new things out. I love learning. It's just sometimes I forget to learn, I guess. I mean, again, literally in the last like few weeks, I've started like several new like games just because like, oh, this will be interesting. I started playing League of Legends again because I wanted to play with like someone and like some people, you know? And I got like coached the other day on like League of Legends. That was funny. But is that really a new area though? I don't know. Uh prone to worrying about thing prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Do I even have to explain? I bought a goddamn magic 8 ball. This thing is my little unique advisor that I keep on my desk to like help me like ask it like questions that have been on my mind. Of course, this thing is a bastard and will this thing, can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear that. This thing loves to piss me off. It will like go back on its own predictions like every 2 seconds. I mean, of course, it's a fucking toy, but excuse me, sorry. But and of course, like and every time I ask it a question, it'll give me the answer that worries me the most, and it's just like fuck you. Again, this thing it ticks me off. I bought it as a gimmick, and it's hilarious. I understand it's hilarious. Me getting this annoyed at this like sphere, but but yeah. Solitary hobbies and activities more than group ones. I will say I'm neutral on this one. Kennedy half shot of these fat stuff. I also like I also flip a lot of coins. I got dice on my desk. Hear the dice? Got some dice on my desk as well. I also have tarot cards, but I mean, I mess with these things a lot as well. My tarot cards. Let's see what let's do a draw while I won't do like a full reading. I'm just gonna do it like a draw of a card while I'm like doing this. Cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I want to be an author so bad. I have like I can definitely imagine myself writing fictional stories. I literally have like a bunch of stuff for a book that I'm planning. It's just I can't sit down. Oh, got it. Okay, we got a card falling out. I usually do it where I like do that like thing where I like you know, you very fastly like keep putting cards on top of the deck, and I usually just wait until one falls out, and that's the one I usually do. I already got one already though. Okay, I haven't fully like got this down to pat, so I still have like my little booklet here. Got a 5 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune upside down. Okay. Let's check. What's that represent? Upside down Wheel of Fortune. That is. Bleh, I pass it. I feel like I've gotten that a few times in some of my like draws. Okay, yeah, reversed Wheel of Fortune usually represents bad luck, tragedy, and detrimental outside forces. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. One of the few just like fully bad cards. Okay, well. Ugh. Okay, well, you know, who knows? I pulled a card too. Maybe this one's also for you. Let's see what the wands. What is it? It's 5 of Wands. Uh, the future of constant competition, labor, and strife. Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. Maybe that we'll hope that one's for me and you didn't get Wheel of Fortune and Five of Wands. We'll say that one's for me then. Keep an eye out just in case though. All right. I'm fair. I'm not a very superstitious person, I've learned, but I am. No, I might be superstitious. I'm just kind of registering that. I've done enough. It feels stupid to like trust card stock, but I've done enough drawings of these things, and like they fit the situations I'm in like scarily well. Like not even me like trying to like force them to fit. Like they fit the situation just from like a surface level reading. And so I feel like I kind of have to like at least like take them into consideration sometimes. I don't know what kind of outside force is like pushing these things or whatever, but I don't know. Favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I will say disagree. I'm not always the most efficient, and I would oftentimes prefer some emotional. I do prefer efficiency in a lot of aspects. Like in, like, say you're like at a job or something. I much prefer efficiency there. Like if I'm like personal efficiency, like trying to X Y Z or whatever. But I will say overall, I think I definitely like focus on the emotional again. I focus heavily on emotional aspects, but I do put a lot of weight into logic and facts, obviously. I do my research. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I suck at doing chores. It's like that thing of like, I can't self-regulate because I know the person regulating me and they're full of shit. Like, I can't punish myself. I can't reward myself because like, because like then I think to myself like, why don't I just not punish myself? Why don't I just give myself that reward now? And it's just like I call out the like that's why I oftentimes like have someone else like kind of like hold me to it essentially. It's like when you go to the gym with someone. It's a lot easier to go to the gym with someone to keep yourself to it than go to the gym by yourself, is what I've like heard. Of course, I just hate going to the gym because I just don't like people looking at me. But I know no one's looking at you at the gym, but like it's still. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Depends. Depends. I will say I will say slight agree. Or what no, I'll say slight disagree. Because in certain situations I fold pretty easily. But in certain other situations I am incredibly stubborn. Again, it's all dependent on the situation. Overall though, in most disagreements I get into, it's something really stupid, so I usually like I'll fold after like a bit, obviously. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gathering. 1 billion%. Most of the people I know, I introduce themselves to me first. Or like I had them introduced to me. I'm terrible at talking to people. I've gotten better at it. But at like a social gathering, I still would probably just find myself a little corner. If I know someone, I'd probably just stick with them. Mood can change very quickly. I am literally bipolar, so can. Feel more persuaded, resonates emotionally than factual. A lot of these are just the same question, I feel. Often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Again, procrastination, I suck at it. Prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often clean them well before deadlines. I suck at deadlines. I am the best at it's funny to say like I'm like bad at procrastination because it's like that, like saying like, oh, like I procrastinate until I am so good at procrastination because I do it all the time. Again, I still almost always get like, my work done, like for whatever task I'm doing, like before the deadline, right? But I will still like complete them like last minute. I'm often doing stuff like to the wire, like I'm really just like keeping things like to the end. Usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. If it's someone I like, yes. In general, meh. Like, okay, I like going to coffee shops, right? But if it's, like, too crowded, like, I get overwhelmed really easily. Depends on how many people are around. Uh, and it depends heavily on the situation. Like, if a place is, like, specifically meant to be crowded, and, like, that's the point. Like, I love going to conventions, even if they're super crowded. If I'm going to, like, a coffee shop or something and it's crowded, I panic. Uh, but I do like being around, like, my friends oftentimes. Like, I will literally, like I get home if I get home, like, really late, like, I should really be in bed or something. Oftentimes, like, if I can't, like, calm down or, like, I need to, like, de-stress after, like, the day or something, I will just be like, "Hey, can I just give you a call real quick," you know? And I'll just, like, chatting with people. Even if it's just really about nothing. You become bored or lose interest when the discussions get highly theoretical. Literally all philosophy is theoretical. All the concept of, like, philosophy is just it's all hypothetical, basically. There is no, like, one right or wrong answer with philosophy. You can come up with good arguments to, like, prove a point or something, but you can never, like, prove that point 100%. Everything is theoretical. And especially with, like, meta philosophy or, like, meta ethics, you know? At least half all philosophy is theoretical. So, disagree. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. 100% yes, I believe. Again, we get it. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. 100%. Or, well, 100% clicks not the full one, like 70%, I would say. Really second guess the choice you make. That's a hard disagree. I There's a very loud vehicle outside. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Is that a plane? Oh my god, what the hell? What? That is so loud. Good lord. Okay. It's gone now. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I would say probably not. I'm actually pretty mellow of person, I would believe. Like a pretty mellow person. I feel like out of all my friends, I am definitely the least likely to like reach out and talk to someone like out of the blue, kinda. Or maybe not. Well, whatever. Drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes, I watch a lot of shows. I mean, I haven't been reading a lot recently, which I've been meaning to fix. But I love I love creative works. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Again, disagree. I'll leave a little room for the logic to fit in there, though. Like to do a to-do list for every day. Disagree. I do like having if I have a lot to do, I like a to-do list, but I don't have a lot to do most days. It's usually just go here, do this, you know? Like I usually have like 3 things to do in a day, like maximum. The rest I just kind of like play by ear for the most part. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. How I hold myself, you'd think I would, but again, anxiety, so no. Again, leave a bit of room for yeah. Find the idea of networking and promoting yourselves to strangers very daunting. 1,000,000,000%. Billion with a big B. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. I would say, let's say agree, but like leave some room for like some straightforward and simplicity, you know? Easily connect with people you just met. I feel like this has changed. I feel like I had a different impression of myself for a long time. Uh, for the most part, no. If I already have something in common with them, if I know I have something in common with them to begin with, yes. But if it's like someone like straight off the bat, probably not. So disagree. I will admit, I feel like I've changed a lot in the last like year, more than I have in the last. Excuse me, my can just popped. I think I've changed a lot more in the last like year than I have in the last like I don't know 10. So I might honestly, this might be the one time I get something different, but we'll see. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Usually, yes, I'll say agree on that one. If I have a plan to do something, I'll say agree. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. All the time. All the time. It's constant. It sucks. You're not too interested in discussing theories on what the future could look like. I will say disagree. I like I like some theoreticals, you know? Hypotheticals. Emotions control you more than you control them. I will say for the most part agree. I can I can uh what's the word? I can regulate myself pretty well from time to time, but for the most part I will say I think my emotions do control me more than otherwise. When making decisions, you focus more on how they affect people on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. I will say mostly agree. I want to be considerate to people, even if like, you know, I will say if it's something that needs to be done, then usually I'll do it, but for the most part, yeah. Personal work style, again, we're only on the first quiz, good lord. We got some funnier ones coming up as well. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized, consistent efforts. 1 billion%. How have you? No wonder. Yeah, it sucks. Love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yes, 100%. When it comes to like a professional environment, I hate working with people. I would love to just be by myself, do my work, you know? Pondering, I mean, if I had someone to like talk to, but like in terms of like collaboration on work, not really. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Might like this thing on YouTube called airsats. On YouTube. Airsats. Oh, what the? Is this like a it's like a stop motion series or something? Is it stop motion? Or are they just filming on like a low? Or is this like 3D? Oh, it's like 3D animation. This looks cool. I'll keep this. It's like a horror thing. It looks like a horror thing. That's pretty cool. Got a gas mask on. It's like a war thing. It's like a World War I, World War II kind of thing. This looks cool. I might check this out later. Yeah, it definitely looks like horror. That's pretty cool. Again, I literally am minoring in philosophy. If I thought it was a waste of time, like this would happy not be in the right line of thinking. Yeah. Busy, bustling atmospheres, then to quiet, intimate places. Hit my microphone again. I feel like for the most part, I will agree. Or well, disagreement. Again, there's some like places I prefer like having a lot of people, but like if I'm like going to a store, I'm like eating out or something, I prefer like a much more like quiet atmosphere, you know? If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. F most part, if it feels right, then yes, for the most part. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yes. Oh, watch ad break coming soon. Be ready. Complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. For the most part, yes. I am a stickler for certain things just because like if I usually like if those like steps is how I learned to do something. And after that, it's like if I don't like do every single step, it tends to like throw off the rhythm of things, and that, like, messes me up. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. I will say, again, agree, which feels funny going over like this one, but you know what I mean? Hopefully. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reason when making a choice. Most part, yes. Sometimes to my own detriment. Should I let's try to finish this before the ad break starts? Or wait, how long till the ad break starts? Oh, it just started. Oh well. Okay, I'll wait. I'll try to wait these 3 minutes. I'll try to like these last two questions. I'll try to like take 3 minutes so that I can when the comes back. Boy. Uh, organizing tools. You like organizing tools like schedules and lists? Oh, organizing tools. Okay, one phrase. I like if I have like a schedule of things. Oh shoot. If I have things to do, then yes, I love a schedule. If I have a lot of things to do, I usually do keep like like having a schedule to, like keep me on track. Again, usually I don't have a schedule, so I usually don't keep a to-do list like a schedule or something. But if like anytime I go to the store, for a lot of time, I'll make a schedule. I'll make like a list of things I need. Sometimes I go to the store to like get one thing, and I will end up getting like a few other things. Like today I went to the store specific. It's not from my can. Today I went to the store specifically to get a like clothing hangers, and I left the store with like Monster Energy sparkling water. I bought a pair of shoes, like I bought a pair of like Mary Jane shoes. Like I don't the heels were a lot thicker than I thought they were going to be from like just looking at them. I mean the heels are pretty thick. So it does add like an inch to my height, which I'm already on the taller side, which I'm not a big fan of, but I do like the shoes. So I do like the shoes, so I might just power through the not liking how tall it makes me bit. Yeah, and then like I got some like or I bought Oreos. That one's very in the moment though. I love Oreos. I love Oreos so much. I love cookies in general, but Oreos are like definitely like top three cookies for me. Wait, a second. Just a second. NXT cakes. Oh, that sounds good. I mean, NXT cakes. Oh, like a Jaffa cake, or oh, is it like a little like milk chocolate? Is that like a marshmallow? Like cream or is it no? Oh, no, it's like a tea cake. What is that marshmallow? Okay, yeah, it's marshmallow. Okay, I probably can't eat it then because most marshmallows made with gelatin, but it looks really good. Uh, yeah. Less fluff, more like fluff, but less. Okay, yeah. Less sweat. I would hope it would have less sweat. But yeah, I've in the past I've definitely had like little marshmallow chocolate treats, and these do look pretty good. If there was like a non-gelatin one, I would definitely have that. I need to buy a tea kettle. I might honestly I might go out again after stream, even though I did just get back from the store, and like buy a tea kettle or something, or like buy a I want to buy a egg whites, sugar, and glucose instead of. Ooh, okay, okay. Now I might get some then. Those look pretty good. If it's just like egg whites and stuff, then I might get some of those. That does sound pretty good. Yeah, I do want to drink more tea because like my kettle, like my electric kettle broke. So I'd have to get a new kettle or something to like boil water. I mean, I could just boil water in the stove. That's a pain in the ass. But I do want to buy like an actual teapot and like stuff. With like I saw this teapot at like a tea store, like a tea and spice store that I was at one time, like a few weeks ago, like a week or two ago, I think. And it had like a infuser like as part of the rim. And I have been wanting to like use more like loose leaf tea. So I might get something like that. I could just order that online, honestly, but because like finding that exact type of like teapot is a lot harder than you think it would be. I have to like go to there's probably like a tea store somewhere nearby. I don't know. Also, is the ad break over? Wait, it is, right? Yeah, okay, it's been over. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. We can finish the test then as well. Feel confident that things will work out for you. I stress out so many times. I stress out all the time. uh, yeah, okay. Actually, wait. It's so weird because I would argue that I'm a very glass like half full kind of person, but I have so much anxiety that it just boils over anyway. Like overall, I have like the idea that things will probably work out, but I worry like so much that they will not. Like it is a constant problem. So like I feel like I'm glass half full, but like I put on the air of someone who's glass half empty, whether I'm trying to or not. Okay, let's see. Yep. The exact same every single time. I am very much INFPT. It's the same one every single time. I'm a mediator. I love Black Knife. I need to skip it. This is not the vibe. I love that song. This is not the vibe. Aw, change of pace. What a jump. What a jump. Yeah, I am very much a mediator, as this test would say. The INFP, I'm not gonna read all the. Where's my introvert? Okay, yeah, I'm still very much introverted. Despite the fact that I feel like I've definitely started more leaning towards the ambiverted side of things, I'm definitely still very much introvert. Intuitive, feeling, prospecting, turbulent. What is that? Okay, I know what these mean. The turbulent one I might need to. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. You are calling me out. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jared. I love the Tolkien. I love. Okay, one thing I love about this website is that it does like. Wait, where's the part where it like shells you like the other people who are like that? I swear there's like a section that tells you like these are other people who are blah blah blah, you know? But yeah, INFJT. Yeah. I also know a lot of INFJs, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely an INFP, introverted. Okay. Mediator possess rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. I would hope to be that. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. I would say yes. Creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems. However, excuse me, lost in daydreams, making it challenging to handle the more practical aspects of life. Profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, almost intuitive level. I think that's pretty accurate, yeah. Need water, sorry. We're already like an hour into stream, and I'm only to one quiz in. We gotta like speed things up. Good thing a lot of these are like a lot more like funny and have less questions, but there are some that have a lot more questions in here. But yeah, definitely introverted, intuitive, feeling. Yeah, obviously. What does prospecting mean? Very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible. Despite my stress, I will say I am probably more. Yeah, but yeah, the turbulent. I always forget about that one. Yeah. Okay, where's the? Hold on. Okay, I think it's here. Introduction, all the glitters. Yeah. Here, hold on. Where's the one? Where's like the interesting ones? Strengths and oh, there it is. Wait, strengths and weaknesses. I am empathic, empathetic. I'm empathetic. Generous, open-minded, creative, passionate, idealistic. Overall, I think that's probably correct. Weaknesses: unrealistic, self-isolating. Yeah, unfocused, emotionally vulnerable, too eager to please, self-critical. Oh my God, yes. Uh, I want you to know, literally been messaging someone. I received a message while on stream. That's why I paused for a second. And it was literally just me kind of like trying to like explain something that I didn't really need to explain. I'm a people pleaser, I think. God, okay. Uh, uh hopeless romantics. Really just call me out, huh? Come to learn that true love doesn't just magically happen. It takes compromise, understanding, and work. Yeah, finding what's real. Promote harmony over disagreement. Although this lends to instability in relationships, it can also lead to problems. Yeah. Avoid conflict. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Friendships. Kindred spirit, friends for life. Yeah. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, obviously, but yeah, let's check out what my very hypothetical, this probably would never happen parenthood thing. Coping with challenges, balancing structure with spontaneity. Yeah, fair enough. Career paths. Personally fulfilling. Yeah, definitely, yeah. As employees, INFPs tend to be loyal, upbeat, and considerate. Take pride in being honest and doing the right thing in work. INF colleagues. Quality and fairness. No surprise people. Blah, blah. This personality type can feel stifled by workplace hierarchies. Yes. I don't want to be a manager, but let's see. Likely to act as if they're in charge. Least likely to act as if I am the least likely type to act as if they're in charge. Respect employees full-fledged, not as workers. Rather than make all the decisions themselves. Often asked to hear their points. Okay, yeah, that's very accurate. Conclusion. The personality types are as poetic as in kind. Thank you. With their unique gifts, these personalities can overcome all sorts of challenges and obstacles and brighten the lives of those around them. Yet they can be tripped up where idealism and altruism are more of a liability. Yeah. Mm. Develop their weaker need to consciously develop their weaker traits and gain new skills. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, I literally get the same thing every single time. Even after all I've changed as a person, it's still always gonna be this, I feel. I feel like it's always gonna be that. Okay, let's move on to some shorter and more lighthearted ones for a bit. Cat personality quiz. What cat am I? I can't remember if this is a breed. Is a breed? This is a breed one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, I got my can tab off. Let's see if I cut myself again. Trying to turn this tab around again. Let's see if it happens. Oh my god! Wait, didn't this happen again during the last one? Was it this one where I cut myself in a can? Okay, I avoided it this time. I didn't have band-aids on me. I don't think I do. That would have been bad if I had cut myself. Technically, I am a rag doll in more ways than one. But let's see what kind of cat I actually give off the vibe of. My role. Okay, what's the closest one to mediator? The calm. The diva. Uh, Honestly, out of all of these, I'm probably the helper or the calm. I'm gonna say the helper, probably. Favorite type of music? I love all music. Music. Silence. Out of these, it's hard because like all of these except maybe like just dubstep and classical. I do like some dubstep and classical, but like not all the time, you know? I think overall it's probably either like rock. It's definitely either rock pop or like rap and hip hop as like my number one. It kind of cycles between these though. I'm gonna say rock though, just for now. What makes you happiest? New hobby when everyone goes out and I have some peace. Getting outdoors and adventures, hosting a huge party, museum. I do like a museum, or a movie. Anything sporty, catching up one to one with my favorite person, lying on the sofa with sunshine coming through the window, untangling balls of wool. What? Playing with yarn. Okay, I get it. I do this. I'll admit I do stuff similar to this kind of vibe. I literally have my little autism sensory slug right here. It's not autism slug. I just called it that because I've noticed a lot of autistic people tend to have this little slug thing. You know those like little like fidget slugs with like the, if you can hear that. I do fidget. I mean, again, I was fidgeting with the can so much the tab came off. So, I feel like it's either untangling balls of wool. That's more something I just do like while I'm doing something else. Honestly, it's probably either like in the vibe of like museum or like cinema or like catching up one to one. Like I love a good one to one catch up session with people. I love talking one to one with people. I do also like being part of like a group and like kind of just being like listening to other people talk as well. But like I do very much love like one to one with like people that I like. What would you do if you got stuck in a tree? I mean, it depends how high I am. If there's a lot of low branches, when I was younger, I climbed trees. Not like the like crazy, like if there's a lot of branches near the bottom, I will climb a tree. When I was younger, now I feel like I'm not really in a position to climb a tree, both because I'm like a lot bigger and I feel like I'd break something. Well, not really. If strong branches, I don't weigh that much. I don't think. I I wouldn't say I'm the most nimble person, but if I end up super, although I will say I don't have fear of heights. I have a fear of falling. I've mentioned it. I feel like I've mentioned this before. I struggle with getting on certain roller coasters that have like too like steep of a drop because they freak me out so much. Which sucks because like I like Which sucks because I do like getting, like, jostled around. I just don't like going up and down and, like I don't like the up and down motion. I love getting, like, jostled, though. Like, my favorite rides at, like, parks and stuff are always the ones that kinda, like, throw you side. I love getting thrown side to side, up and down, not so much. But, yeah, I feel like it's either gonna I don't think I'd freak out per se, but I'd probably, like, shout out for help or, like, just climb down. Those are probably the 2, like let's go with this one, though. Yeah, let's go with that one. Or, well, I'd probably try climbing down first. If I physically couldn't climb down, it says stuck in okay, it says stuck in a tree and then, like, climb down. It's like, what? I'll say climb down, but I don't know. Favorite famous cat? Taylor Swift's cat, Salem from Sabrina, Grumpy Cat, Lil Bub, I don't know who that is, sadly. Cheshire Cat, Hello Kitty. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I love the aesthetic of the Tower of Terror. I could not ride that. When I went to Disney, like, last time, that was, like, 4 years ago now. I'm actually going to Disney again this year, which I'm not well, not this year, but, like okay, I'm still in college. I feel like I made that obvious. I still think of the year as, like in my head, I still register the year as, like, August to starting in August and ending in, like, summer, basically. So, like, I still think of, like it's the same thing how I think of, like, a Monday as the beginning of the week and Sunday at the end of the week, even though technically Sunday's the beginning of the week, but I find that stupid, like, that's what I mean. So, like, arm, ow. But yeah, so, like, technically it's next year, but, like, I still in my head, it's, like, this year, you know? But yeah, I am going to Disney again, next year then, which I'm happy about. I love theme parks and, like I love theme parks. But yeah, it's definitely either well, this one's I mean, if you know anything about, my lure, then I guess, this makes a lot more sense. I literally have literally my tarot deck is Alice in Wonderland themed. I have an Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. Like, it's either Cheshire Cat or it's Hello Kitty. I'm gonna go with Cheshire Cat, literally because I literally to my right here, I literally have my Cheshire Cat slippers. My big, like, chunky, glow in the dark Cheshire Cat slippers that I bought. That's gotta be that one. I've heard the Disney was it like Disney Paris? It's Paris, right? Yeah, Disneyland in Paris. I've heard some good things about Disneyland Paris, though. I really wanna go to, uh, the Disneyland in Japan at some point. I've heard that one's, like, really, really interesting because it's, like, not fully owned by it's, like, not fully owned by Disney, I don't think, so it has a lot of, like, non-Disney stuff there too, which I find interesting. I've never been to Disneyland, I've only ever been to Disney World in Florida. I wanna go to Disneyland I wanna go to every, like well, not every, but I wanna go to most of, like, the Disney parks as well, but I've only ever been to Disney World, and I like Disney World, but I do wanna go to Disneyland at some point. They have some stuff there I wanna see. Like Avengers Campus. I really wanna see Avengers Campus at some point. But yeah. Oh, my throat. Jeez, what the hell? Oh, actually, I think we might go to Universal as well. I don't know. I'll admit, I'm not the one planning the trip. I'm not the one planning the trip. I'm just, like, kinda tagging along. Uh, Honestly, when I go, I might have some more stories to tell, so I will definitely no idea if I'm going to Universal as well, but if I get to go to Universal, that would also be cool. I've been to Disney World a good number of times, I think, like 3 or 4 times, I think now. Oh, in my life, I've been to Disney World, I think 3 to 4 times. Maybe. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 times, I think. Going to be 4. But yeah, oh yeah, what what I struggle with, I have a lot of quizzes, I need to speed up a bit. Struggle with, entertainment, noisy people, untangling puzzle string, being too busy, I need to chill, feeling lonely, mess, motivation. Definitely either motivation, being bored. A lot of people do, but being in the noisy groups does like mess me up though. I sensory issues, you know. But I think okay. I why is my throat? Why is my throat being so weird today? I don't. It doesn't usually get this bad. Yeah, I'm gonna order some food. I'm getting hungry. I need to order food. Hold on. I'll do this in the background as well. It's either feeling lonely, or boredom. I do struggle with the noisy people thing, but I feel like it's overall it's mostly either entertainment or or like loneliness. It's probably loneliness. What 2 words would friends use to describe you? I would say I'm kind. I'm not sure. I feel like they'd call me kind. I don't think I'm very cuddly though. Okay, here's the thing. I love physical contact with people I know, people I don't know, and with people I'm not comfortable around. Obviously, I'm not. Say like I'm like family members I'm not close to. When I'm like with like community I'm not really like that close to, and someone's like too touchy with me, I get like super put off. Like it like stresses me out. But if it's someone I'm like very close to, or like someone I like, you know, like I love physical contact with, like, people I'm close to. It's just I suck at initiating it. Except, like, if I'm, like, grabbing the shoulder or something. Like, if I grab the shoulder to kind of, like, emphasize a point or something like that, that I can do, obviously, but, like, honestly, if, like, a friend or something, like, gives me a hug or something, like, I will reciprocate because, like, I love hugs. I just don't like I'm not good at giving them, and I feel weird giving them, you know? If, like, a friend gave me a hug or something, like, I definitely like, I would love that. Uh Supportive, encouraging, grumpy, shush, ultimate motivator, party animal, introvert and chill, silly, funny, very extra. And these are kind of cheating with the 2 words ones. I think it's either probably supportive. I think that I've been called supportive by my friends. I'm either supportive or I'm very introverted, obviously, and chill. Honestly, it's probably more this one, but I think I'll go with the supportive one. Again, I've loosened my introvert chains a bit. What do you find most annoying? People being mean. Oh my god, I hate the cold so much. I started trying to take care of my hair a bit better. And one of the things I've seen is that always like finish your showers with like cold water because it also helps your skin and like your hair. And like, oh my god, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I hate the cold so much. Cold water specifically. Over my years, I was a swimmer in high school. I feel like I mentioned that. I was a swimmer. I was a good one. Not a great one. No, that's pretty good. I think, but I was a good swimmer in high school. I hated it though, for multiple reasons, but a lot of reasons actually. Ones I didn't even realize back then, but like register fully. But I one of the biggest pet peeves is when every single time, every single like meet or like competition, the pool was always like so damn cold, and I hated it. I hated it so much. Okay, that's good. I love being warm. I hate being hot, but like I love being warm, but I hate the cold. So yeah, I mean, I like sometimes when it's like I will do that. Sometimes when it's like when I'm going to bed, I will crank the AC or like the temperature and make it cooler, so I can like feel cozy in my bed. You know. You know the thing about that. You know what shows that I just like came home last night and just passed out. I I got home. I was on my computer for a bit. I laid down for a bit to kind of like kind of just rest, and like I passed out like immediately. The way to know that, I fell asleep full face. Like my makeup was still on. I was still like in my dress. Like I was like I passed out. I was that tired. Stretch. Okay. Um, back to it. Okay. After how much I've talked about, they throw some motivational ice cubes in the pool before you get there. I I might as well. They kept always saying like, oh, you know, if it's cold, if the pool's cold, it makes you move faster because it makes you want to get out faster. I'm just like, I'm going to strangle you. I'm going to strangle. I'm gonna strangle someone. I swear. Although I'm not sure if this is like my biggest pet peeve, but uh, hold on. I've gotten better with people. Still annoying, but you know. uh, honestly, it probably is. It's either loud people, specifically certain loud people, or being outside. Yeah, it's probably just cold. I hate the cold so much. Oh my god. Describe the perfect spot for a nap. Somewhere quiet, with a friend. As I stated, I suck at initiating like physical contact, but I do like physical contact. In the sunshine, I have been known to sleep on to like lay down on the floor in like a spot of sun. I'm very cat coded. I big shocker there, I know, but cardboard box hidden. Not a cardboard box specifically, but you know, I feel this. In the garden, up a tree, outside sleeping does feel nice. You have to do it in a place where no one's gonna bother you. Probably in the sunshine. It's probably either of these two, honestly. But perfect spot. It's probably one of these two. But I'm gonna go with the sunshine since I don't usually. I don't. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Jesus. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. Viral cat videos. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's find out what cat I am. I'm a tabby. Okay. Interesting. Uh, tabby cats are considered to be the most outgoing of all cats. All right. Sure. Love to explore and play and are known for being very smart, friendly, and affectionate. I. What the hell? I did not. That automatically. Oh my god, it automatically loads up a quiz? That's stupid. The hell? I mean, I guess that could be fun, actually. Maybe I would do that. Maybe it could be fun. Not right now, though. Uh, payment, bit grumpy. This website is gonna drive me insane. Some may call you stubborn, but we call it headstrong. Okay, that's accurate. Good communication to let you know. I don't know. Wow. Meow. Meow. I I don't do it on stream because I'm embarrassed, but I do meow. I do tend to meow at myself a lot when I'm just by myself. I will admit, meowing before stream is my go-to vocal warm-up. My go-to like vocal warm-up before stream is I always just start meowing to myself. Oh yeah, the Egyptian Mao, which I've heard. There's no proof, I don't think, but the fact that it's just the concept that that it may just be called that just because that's the sound it makes. I don't know. But yeah, okay, good to know. Uh, okay, this next one still very similar in topic, but okay, I will preface by saying this. I've never read a Warrior Cats book. I asked I literally asked someone for, like, ask people for quizzes. This is one of the ones suggested to me. I will play the Warrior Cats game, though, when that comes out. That looks fun. But I've never actually read Warrior Cats. I feel like I could have been a Warrior Cats kid if you, like, sat me down with a Warrior Cats book, but I just never ended up picking up a Warrior I just never ended up picking up Warrior Cats if you sat in front of me. I feel like as a kid, the series I read the most were probably in terms of, like, book series, I was definitely more of, like, a Percy Jackson and Goosebumps kinda kid. Like, I read a lot of Goosebumps. Honestly, I kinda miss reading Goosebumps. I should read some Goosebumps books. I think he's still writing those. I should pick up some Goosebumps books. I had a Goosebumps, like, box set at one point. God, I think those got ruined. I am so sad about that. I had, like, a box set of, like, a bunch of Goosebumps. Alright, let's take the clan quiz. I know nothing about Warrior Cats. Let's, figure this out. Feel better after a bad day. I feel like it's definitely either a game, movie, or, like, a game or, like, a MOOC or movie or something, or Friends. You know what? It's definitely probably that. Again, I've literally multiple times after I've come home from, like, work or something, I will just, like, message someone and be like, "Please, do you wanna talk?" What does your room look like? I won't say a complete mess, but I'll say organized chaos for the most part. Oops, wait. Oh, damn it. Wait, is this there we go, okay. I'll say organized chaos. I have read, I wanna say most of the Rick Riordan books. I haven't actually, I haven't finished, I haven't finished Trials of Apollo. I've read the first Trials of Apollo book. I haven't read the other ones though. And isn't he doing like a newer Percy Jackson series as well? Like, is he doing like a second series of Percy Jackson books? Like Percy Jackson? I'm pretty sure, right? On Rick Riordan series. Let me look at all his series. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I've read Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I've read the Kane Chronicles. I've read Heroes of Olympus. I've read Magnus Chase. I've read the first Trials of Apollo book. Ooh, Daughter of the Deep. That's not a series, but I haven't read that. Okay, I haven't read The Daughter of the Deep, and I haven't read The Sun and the Star. Percy Jackson, there's Olympus, Kane Chronicles, Apollo, Magnus Chase. Okay, yeah, wait. Percy Jackson the Olympians, The Senior Year Adventures. I haven't read those. There's two books. I haven't read those. Yeah, Demigods and Magicians. I've read those because those are in the back of the Kane Chronicles, but I haven't read the Nico D'Angelo Adventures. I haven't read that. Okay, yeah. I've read most of I've read most of the Rick Riordan, series, but not all of them. Like, 1 or 2 I'm missing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I do wanna do I wanna reread, Magnus Chase and Kane Chronicles at some point. Like, I've had a lot of, like, experience with, like, Percy Jackson, like, on being on my mind because of, like, the Disney Plus show. I watched the 1st season of that, and then I watched the first few episodes of the 2nd season, I think. Friends dealing with anxiety. I think it's either distraction or sympathetic ear. It's probably this one. How many friends do you have? I wanna say a moderate amount. I have a few close friends, but I do have a lot more, like, people I would consider friends now than I did a few years ago. I'll say a moderate amount. What would your friends say is your greatest trait? I'm going to go with, like, this one just because, like, again, from last time and also because I've talked to people and they've said, like, that's kind of, like, my biggest trait, I think. Favorite summer activity? Okay, this sucks because I don't hate swimming. I actually like swimming. It's just from being on the swim team and also for other reasons. I don't like showing off but I actually do really like swimming. It just sucks that like it's kind of been ruined for me. Ice cream with friends is peak though. Friends being bullied. Oh yeah, I forgot it's a kids series. I heard it's a kids book series. Being bullied by classmates, you offer to talk to the bullies, tell my friend to ignore them, offer set some sort of trap. Because they tell the teacher, offer to take care of the bullies myself. Um, it's probably always just like, I mean, just tell the teacher, even if like which of these does not scare you? Definitely not. Definitely. I mean, deep murky water, heights. Oh, what does not scare you? Okay. Darkness. I get jumpy. I get kind of jumpy. I'm not scared of the dark. It's just I don't like being in total darkness. It just feels weird. I wouldn't say it scares me. It just puts me kind of on edge. I wouldn't say I'm. What do they call like being scared of water? Like the ocean and stuff. What's that called again? I don't think I have that, but I will say I'm definitely freaked out by murky water. If you put me like deep water, if you put me in like deep water and I can't see, like obviously I'm gonna get freaked out. But yeah, confrontation and heights, those freak me out. Not really heights, but falling from them as I've stated. I'll say aquaphobia. Is that it? Yeah. I'll say darkness. What would your friend say is your worst trait? Definitely indecision. Definitely a decision. I've been called out time and time again. Good story. Probably like probably just like world building or just interesting plot. I do love some world building though. Oh, is that it? Okay. Okay, what clan do I belong to? This feels like a very old website. You are a true warrior of Sky Clan. Oh yeah, thalassophobia, that's it. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Okay, again, I don't really know, but Sky Clan. You're a true warrior of Sky Clan. You are agile and determined and prefer to avoid conflict, yeah? Sky Clan cats are private, thoughtful, and unlikely to initiate hostility against other cats or clans, true. After seasons of living alone in the Gorg, Sky Clan are the most likely to seek a peaceful solution to inter-clan disputes, yeah? Often accused of cowardice. Skycan clats have a unique ability to jump high into the air with strong hind legs and lean, lightweight bodies. It enables them to leap into trees that lack lower branches and where birds and squirrels might otherwise feel safe. Once in the tree, they can climb swiftly and move confidently among the smallest branches. Okay, I'm not sure if that's true or not. Some bits are true, but I'll say it. But not sure how fully accurate that is. But okay, I think that's pretty interesting, at least. Here's our one BuzzFeed for the day. We hate BuzzFeed, obviously, but hit my bottle on the desk. Okay, I think now's a good enough time, though. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break just to and then maybe at the same time I'll order food. I will be back in just a few seconds. Let me find my I will be where's like my is this? No. Yes, okay. I will be right back. I'll be very quick. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I think one thing I've learned, I think standing up definitely helps my voice if it's like getting weird. I think sitting down for too long can like mess up my breathing. But yeah, my food should be here within uh like under an hour, so I'm gonna leave for I'm gonna leave again just for like a few minutes to go like grab that. Hopefully, it only takes a few minutes anyway. Uh, but yeah, uh, yeah. I'm hoping to get all these. We have a lot of tests, and I might have to speed up a bit just because I wanted to get this done like before it's 7. But we have a lot of quizzes, and like most of them are shorter, but some are a lot longer. All right. Let's see. Okay. Every single Subnautica playthrough title. Yeah, so many people have thalassophobia. I've found out, including my friend. You know, of course, the good doctor, as I've been referring to him as. Of course. Okay, I call it. I'm like the one person who calls him like Dominic. But it feels weird to call him by Dominic when he's not here. Dr. Resurgence. Yeah. I didn't know that good old Doc Resurgence had thalassophobia until he started playing Subnautica. And I'm like, you have thalassophobia? And it's like, oh, okay, good to know. Well, I mean, exposure therapy does work sometimes, so that's good. That's good at least. I don't think I necessarily have thalassophobia, but I do definitely understand it, and I do feel like I'd be at least a little freaked out if I was like in like like murky, unseeable, like deep ocean. But you know, I mean, who wouldn't be? Like, yeah. Okay, now to find out what Minecraft mob I am. Hostile mob, actually. The one BuzzFeed quiz we have. Again, we don't like BuzzFeed here, but worst mob. Sheeps. Sorry, it's a very rational fear. And in terms of like irrational fears, there's some irrational fears that kind of like confuse me because it's like some of these feel very rational. Like, what do you mean? Like maybe it's like just because of the irrationality, I guess. But like I feel like some fears are like pretty rational. Like I feel like fear of like deep oceans. I feel like that's a pretty rational fear. Like I mean, a phobia isn't a rational fear, but like at the same time, like I feel like some of those phobias aren't like are kind of normal. I don't know. Worst mob. I feel like skeletons, honestly. It's just the constant arrows. I'm not good at dodging the arrows. Favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Probably either like probably farming of some sort, so like exploring. I do like building, but I'll admit, I take like a lot of inspiration from like other people's builds. I want to play Minecraft again. There are like 2 servers that I could join right now if I just asked, but I keep forgetting to like get on either of them. 3 servers, actually, I just remembered. There are 3 servers that I could just join if I asked, I feel. But I keep forgetting to like actually ask. I want to play some Minecraft again. Actually, you know what I want to do? I think I mentioned this. I want to do did I mention this? I want to hold on, I just realized how low I'm a little low. There we go. I want to beat the Ender Dragon, but all the servers that I could join are like modded, and I love modded Minecraft, but I could make a server. It's just I'd have to either use one of those like crappy ones where I have to like be on at all times, or it would I'd have to like pay for one, and like I have like income now, so I can obviously like I have like a consistent income now, so I could obviously like get another subscription, I guess, but like you know. I'll think about it maybe. And then I'd also have to decide if I wanted to be modded or not. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I've never actually beat the Ender Dragon. That feels weird as like someone who's played Minecraft like for years, but I've never actually beat the Ender Dragon, and all the servers that I could join are modded, and it would feel weird for me to beat the Ender Dragon with like mods and say that, oh, I beat the Ender Dragon. It's like I've beat the Ender Dragon with like Nuke 500 or like whatever. I always like hard focus like the magic mods and stuff, and so like it would feel weird fighting the Ender Dragon with like all these like advanced like dangerous spells that I've like found around the world. And it's like that's not the intended way to fight the dragon. So I was thinking of maybe doing like a hardcore series or something where I try to beat the game, like actually beat the game at some point. I might do that. Put that on like the docket. Or I could do a Skyblock series. I tried to do Skyblock one time and it like broke. It wouldn't. I feel like it'd be better now, but I should put that on the docket. Either like a hardcore series or like a Skyblock. Probably hardcore though. All right. Or I could just maybe hardcore. Maybe just beat the dragon. I don't know. But yeah, let's try. I think I hate PvP. I'm not a big fan of PvP. Okay, it's funny to say I hate PvP. I don't hate PvP. It's just I'm bad at it. On one server I was in though, I did build specifically because there were so much ways to do combat on that server. I decided, you know what I'm gonna do, and then I built like a actual like arena for people to fight in. We did that both for like PvP and also like some like bosses that you can like spawn in. Ones that don't destroy environment, obviously, so we didn't do the wither, but like some modded bosses you could like spawn in. Used the arena there for. I do like mining, just not on like camera because I feel like it can get boring. But maybe it'd be fun. I don't know. I like farming though. Probably farming. Really called me out after I just said okay. How many hours do you spend playing Minecraft in a day? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow. That alert was very quiet. I need to up the audio for that alert specifically or something. And thank you for the follow, the Kaz. Yeah. I don't play Minecraft right now, but like when I play Minecraft, I play Minecraft. Again, I think of that one time I played Minecraft for like basically like 24 hours straight because it was like a day, it was like a week or like it was like 24, it was basically 24 to 48 hours. Like I admit, I was like deep into it because like I couldn't sleep. I didn't have to do anything that day. So I just played Minecraft like for an entire day. Wasn't good, but I'll say like I'll say more than 5 hours because like averaging out that one time versus like all the other times I played Minecraft, it was this. I'll average out to like just more than 5 hours. When did I start Minecraft? That was about. Let's think. Let me think. When did I start playing Minecraft? It was pretty early, I think. So let's say I think it's probably 2012, 2015 when I started playing like Pocket Edition Minecraft. Do I like playing Minecraft? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I say as I did that whole the 48-hour thing. I'll say like I only play with friends. Again, that time was an outlier, I will admit, but like I love exploring, I love doing things. I mostly love playing with friends though. Why did you start playing Minecraft? Honestly, because of YouTube. Because I saw a bunch of I'm a zombie. You're fine as long as you're not a baby zombie. Damn. Bruh. Bruh. I wasn't expecting zombie, but I'm fine with this. The undead. Okay, yeah. Alright. Ooh, what horror slasher am I? This one's gonna be fun. I love U quiz. I only have 3 U quizzes today, though. I have a lot of IDR labs, though. Again, speeding up. What raw-ass hosier lyric vibes to you? I haven't listened to a lot of hosier now I'm thinking about it. Uh, All you have is your fire and the place you need to reach. Don't ever tame your demons, but always keep them on a leash. I will not as you where you I will not as you where you came. What? I will not ask you. Wait, I will not ask you where you came from. I want to ask you. I will not ask you. Neither should you. We'll lay here for years, for hours, your hand in my hand, so still and discreet. Give your heart and soul to charity, because the rest of you, the best of you, honey, belongs to me. Whoa. We tried the world. Good God, it wasn't for us. I like this one, honestly. I like that one. Are you gay? Yeah, a little bit. No. I am a. Oh, another ad break coming up, and for anyone who. Yeah. I'm a transgender lesbian. What do you think? You sit down, you play Overwatch, you can't kill yourself. No. You sit down, you play Overwatch. Do you play both in Overwatch and in Rivals? I main tank. My main is Emma Frost in Rivals. My main in Overwatch was Reinhardt. I played a lot of Diva as well. Uh, I will say the only thing that could get me into Overwatch, back into Overwatch right now, is playing Demon, because Demon looks so interesting to me. She's just Diva Reinhardt. That was my two Overwatch mains, and like I'm just, bleh. Well, was Diva my main? I guess I played a lot of Kiriko, and I played some Diva. Then I played like a lot of Reinhardt. I'm so tempted to play Overwatch again, but it's one of those games where I would not play it on my own. I would need someone to play it with me. I'm not about to ask someone to play Overwatch with me. That sounds like a torture. Well, I don't want to like. That's basically like I mean that's like asking someone to torture themselves, you know. Yeah, I'm a tank player. Tarot card suit. I would say definitely not pentacles. I don't think. Probably wands, but let me think for a second. Let me think. I would say I'm probably Powder Man. Hell yeah. I love this song so much. Ads are in place. Okay. How long until ad over? Got a minute, like a little under 2 minutes left. Okay. Um. Hmm. I'm reading my little like booklet that I have just to like get a. I do like the swords. I think I feel like I'd either be like wands or cups. Yeah, I think I'm definitely a wand. I'm definitely a wand. Okay, well this is okay. It's the annoying part is that the tarot suits literally correspond to like the I forget what the normal like sets called. Literally, the tarot suits do have corresponding ones. So if I was like, that's kind of annoying. I mean, I get it. I get it. The vibes are different, but like, it's like the wands are clubs. Wands are clubs. Although I will admit, weirdly enough, I do think, despite what I did just say, I do think I'm not really a spade, or well, not clubs. I mean, I meant spade, not clubs. Weirdly enough, despite my annoyance, with what I just said, uh, oh wait, no, wands are clubs. I feel like I'm definitely either a club or a heart. Two to the cards. Yeah, I'm definitely either a club or a heart, I believe. I'm gonna say club, which like is wand. Yeah. Although I'm wearing a heart necklace though. I do like the heart aesthetic. I'm wearing my heart necklace. It's the Jolene heart tattoo necklace, but you know what? I'm gonna go with hearts, so I'm cover my bases. What work from my English jives with you? Ib. Oh my god, I hated reading this book. I hated reading this book. I read this book cover to cover. It sucks. I hate it. Oh my god. I don't like Lord of the Flies. Anyway, Brave New World. I didn't actually read this one, I'll admit. This was one of those books in English I kind of just like in my English class. I loved my English class that I read it in. I'll admit though, I did not vibe with this book. I kind of BS'd my way through those assignments, which I hate to say, but I did like Hamlet. I did like Macbeth. Hmm. I need to read Metamorphosis. And I need to read these two as well. Maybe not this one, because this is like the high school English book, and I don't know. But God, I hated reading Lord of the Flies. Like, I get it, but like, I just didn't like it. Hamlet or Macbeth? I like Macbeth. What heist role do you fill? Probably the driver, honestly. I'm baby driver. I'll be the baby. I'll be the baby driver in the heist. I'm either the driver or the mastermind. I feel in like a heist situation. I'll be baby driver though. What snazzy Bastille lyric do you vibe with? I'll see you in the future when we're older, and we are full of stories to be told. All of your flaws are all my flaws. When they have been exhumed, we'll see that we need them to be who we are. Without them, we are doomed. We're the last people standing at the end of the night. We are the greatest pretenders in the cold morning light. Your albatross, let it go, your albatross, shoot it down when you can't shake the heavy weight of living. Probably either this, let's, probably either these two. Let's say this one. Introvert or extrovert. Okay, against either introvert or it's ambi. I'm gonna say ambivert. Syphilum seed or fruit or where the shape of heart is based on. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. I do remember seeing that. Best movie out of these Marvel movies. Oh. Uh, Winter Soldier, probably. I should do another Marvel. I did a Marvel like movie tier list like years ago. I think I still have that clip on Twitch. Or at least a clip that has that tier list in the background. I don't think it was finished though. Oops. I forgot you can hear my browser. Hold on. Do I have that? I don't think I do actually. Oh no, I do. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The list wasn't finished, but I did make a. Sorry, give me like 2 seconds. Give me like 2 seconds. I need to mute this because I don't want the clip being audible right now. Yeah, because that was, okay, yeah, I really like the Captain America movies. I should do an updated Marvel movie tier list at some point. Okay, music's back on. Hold on. What? Alright, back to it. I wanna say Winter Soldier, I think. That or Doctor Strange are, like, my 2. I do like Endgame, or, that's hard, actually. Okay, you know what? Winter Soldier. They love calling me out, huh? They read me like a okay, yeah, making Civil War a cat movie was a little strange, but even though it was literally just an Avengers movie, even though it very much was an Avenger, I don't know why they just didn't call it did they just not have an idea for a 3rd Cat movie, and so because that feels very much more like an Avengers movie than a Captain America movie. Did they just not have an idea for, like, a 3rd Cap film? I don't know. But yeah, they really know how to read my ticket, huh? Of all the yeah, like, Jigsaw, Michael, Ghostface, Jason, Freddy, Pennywise, Chucky, of all the people in this list I could have gotten, well, I mean, I guess, well, it's the highest rated one, I guess, but I mean, I guess honestly though, the people that take a lot of quizzes are like my genre of people. So I mean, all the characters on the list, they really gave me the one trans character, huh? And then just called me gay. But I guess, yeah. I mean, it really it really did feel like more of an Avengers film though. Especially when they introduced like especially when they introduced both Black Panther and Spider-Man in that movie. Like, it just didn't feel like a Captain America movie. I don't know. To me, just to me. All right, thumbnail quiz. Like, I already know the answer though. Our legally mandated embarrassing quiz, I guess. Okay. My food's gonna take a bit longer. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Brings your partner food, messes up your partner's order. What do you do? I feel like I'd wait and see what they say, just because like some people are like fine with their order getting messed up, some people aren't. Depends on like how they messed up, you know? Like I feel like I'd wait to see how they react before anything. Friend is struggling with a math problem, easier for you to do it, but haven't asked you for help, but they look like they will soon. Uh Probably close enough to this, probably. I'll do it, but I'll like help them figure it out, you know? Okay. I like how they did it. It just really feels where they introduced Spider-Man in a Captain America movie through Iron Man. Like that's like that's like 2 layers of like that feels like 2 layers of separation. I don't know. We're all skating with a friend. Both have fun till you have a tumble. I feel like I'd complain for a bit, but then like just I'd complain, kind of be like, ah, damn it, that hurts. Like that hurts. But then I like still I'd get over it pretty quickly. Yeah, probably this. Complain for a little while and get over it. That's kind of my how I go, how it go. Walk into your favorite coffee shop after a rough night. You see your boss at the coffee shop. Who's getting coffee after? I don't know. Or after rough shit. It depends. Uh, I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm just gonna pretend that you're getting your coffee, but you're going to do your best not be seen. That's very me. An argument with your SO and it's getting heated. You know you're in the right and they're very wrong, but fear the situation getting out of hand. If it's getting that out of hand, I'd probably just concede. Honestly, if it's with my if it's with a significant other or something, it probably would be this. Because I wouldn't directly I'm not gonna if I know I'm in the right, if I know I'm in the right, I'm not gonna say I'm in the wrong, but I'm not gonna argue any further because there's no point. I don't like arguing. I hate confrontation. It sucks. Makes me squirm in my skin every time I'm in a confrontation of some sort. Coker spent hours cooking a very complicated meal for the potluck, but insists everyone eat it. Unfortunately, the dish has your least favorite ingredient in it, and eating it will be disgusting to you. Okay, honestly, okay, it depends on the situation. It depends how comfortable I'm with this person. If it's this, if I'm comfortable around them, it probably would be this. I'd probably just explain, hey, I'm just not a big fan of this one thing, you know? Okay, here's the funny part. Despite being vegetarian, I would not call myself a picky eater. I will eat basically anything. There are only a few things that I'd actually just turn away fully. It's either it's one of these two, depending on how comfortable I am with the person, probably. Or, well, it's honestly it's probably one of these two. If I'm given the food, I'm gonna eat it because I'm not gonna waste. I don't want to waste the food. But if I'm specifically handed a plate of the food, then I'll eat it, even if I don't like it, unless it's this. Unless I'm comfortable and I do this. I won't just if I'm not handed a plate, it'll probably be this. Let's say this one. Friend did something very stupid, so dumb it's actually pretty funny. They do not think it's funny. I'll probably laugh if it's something actually funny, but they're mad about it. I'll probably keep my laughter to myself. Um, it's one of these two. Probably this one though. Roommate did not wash the dishes. I'll probably again. I'm very non-confrontational. There are certain things I'll definitely, if it's important, I'll definitely do it. But even though I mean, what's the word? Divvying up of responsibilities is very important. But I feel I'd probably would be this. Creepy guy hits on your friend at a bar. I'd walk up and interrupt. That's one of the things. That's one of the things I've said before. If it's my own problems, I have trouble asking for assistance sometimes. But if it's my friend, I'm very non-confrontational. If it's me, but if it's my friend, I'll be confrontational. I swear. I can only stand up if it's for for a friend. Uh, Phone's died, middle of nowhere. Truck stop up ahead. It's probably this. I'd do it, but I'm not. I do not want to go alone. I'd get stabbed. It's Halloween and your friends are going to wear silly matching outfits. You've been looking forward to it all night. You get to the party and a stranger makes fun of you guys. Well, if we're all matching, then that's fun. Making fun of someone making fun of someone for their costume at a Halloween party feels like the most that feels like the most lame behavior possible. Oh, you guys look goofy. It's fucking Halloween. Come on. Halloween's like the one time you don't get to. I mean, it's already kind of annoying. It's already kind of like a lame move to make fun of someone's how they're dressed anyway. But like, if you're at a Halloween party and you're making fun of someone for their Halloween costume, for a group Halloween costume, that's so lame. That is so lame. Honestly, it probably would be this. This is like the one of the few times I probably would confront someone because like, who do you think you are? It's Halloween. I take Halloween seriously. I love Halloween. It's like the one day you get to be like free of your inhibitions, kind of. Time to get emotional with a close friend. How do you handle it? I. It's probably this. I'm going to be as honest, but I'm going to hold back a bit of information. Obviously, that's how it is. Usually, I'm mostly pretty open, whether I'm trying to be or not. But there are some things I'll try to hold back. In a party with someone you really don't know well, what music do you play? Probably this. It's probably this. Mix in some of my own like little like indie stuff or like my own personal taste, but mostly pop. Probably. It's one of these two. Honestly, probably this. All right. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Probably. The most vanilla answer, honestly. Came back and let your friends make the decisions. Live your life. Trying to live. Most people are reverse. You can't be top all the time. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, though. I feel. All right. And immediately move on to what chair am I? From one to the other. 16 questions. Again, we're gonna favorite kind of color. Okay. Hmm. It's okay. It's either colors found in the forest, pastel, or like monochrome. Honestly, I love mix all those colors and like that's like I'm gonna go forest though, because like that's like a good middle ground between like black and white monochrome and like pastels. I'm wearing like a pink shirt right now. On my skin suit, you know. Yeah. But like I do. I mean, again, I literally yesterday, I went to I got some new clothes, right? And literally the clothes I bought were like this like very like black and white, like kind of like gothy dress and like this, and a like kind of like a cottage, to me, it's like cottage goth, like skirt with like a kind of, and like a shirt that's kind of like has a skull on it and like face the moon on it and stuff. I like my dress. It's very cute and then it has like skulls, like a meshy kind of like skull pattern, like in the skirt and like in parts of it. If I feel comfortable, maybe I'll post I'll show the photo I took. It doesn't have my face in it, obviously, but maybe probably not. But I probably won't post it, but maybe I will. I don't know. Favorite music genre? Again, I struggle with this question because I listen to a lot of like weird stuff. These two answers. It's like I listen to a lot of rap, I listen to a lot of electronic, I listen to a lot of pop, I listen to a lot of rock, indie. My music taste is all over the place. I will say rock, but it's either my most listened to is either like probably like rap, pop, or rock, or like I. It's so hard. I'm gonna go with rock, just for the sake of it. How do dogs wear pants? There's literally, it's this one. It's obviously this one. It's obviously this one. Like, come on. This looks stupid. Come on. This looks so dumb. Like, are we serious with this one? It's this one, obviously. Best of the 2000s, 2010s kids shows. Well, I gotta. Like, come on. It feels weird if I don't, you know? Oh, like embroidered bits on it. It's like how to describe it. Hold on. Let me pull up my photo for me. Yeah, it's like it's like it's like okay, so it's layered. So it's like underneath it's like this like black and white like thin stripes, like thin black and white stripes, and then it has like kind of like a mesh over. And in that mesh are like stitched skull patterns. And then same thing with like the skirt. It's like a layered kind of it's like a skirt with like several different like kind of like layers like tapering down. And then it's also has like that same like meshy like skull pattern inside of it. Yeah, I gotta rep SpongeBob. SpongeBob was my childhood. Like that was my childhood. That and the Backyardigans, I think. And Wildcrats. But mostly SpongeBob. Oh shit, world's ending. What do you do? We're gonna hide away. Maybe I'll unend it. Okay, yeah, depends on how it's ending. That's very me. This is a very me answer. Come on. That's uh is this a Good Omens reference, right? Most of my Good Omens I get through like the when my microphone shit. Most of my Good Omens references I get from when I was getting recommended all the clips on like YouTube and stuff. This is a Good Omens reference, right? But yeah, this is a very me answer. I'll go with that one. There are timed questions on you quiz. Choose one of the recent songs from the playlist. It's a very basic answer, but good song. How do you light up your room? Okay, okay, here's my thing. I would love to get some like fairy lights and stuff. I just keep forgetting to. And like a lamp. So technically it's just the overhead lights. A big light. Also I like candles, but fire hazard. I'm going to say fairy lights just because I would love to use fairy lights. And I might get some fairy lights now that it's on my mind. Get some decorations for my room. God, the chapter 4 ending music, like this is the chapter 4 ending. This is the chapter 4 ending music. It like God, it has like such a distinct feel to it. It's like freaky. I'm gonna just skip to a song because like we have some like songs that I'm not like I don't know. Also, we have Weak Flowers coming up, and Weak Flowers also makes me sad, so I'm gonna skip that one. Let's skip to. Oh, here we go. I guess I'm in love. I guess. Oh, I guess. Real though. Uh, oh, hey, look, a question about chairs. Oh my God, how do you like your chairs? Ooh, okay, I love the look of a wooden chair, but I need a cushion. My back and rear are gonna hurt if I don't. Well, I don't sit in chairs, you bastard. Um, I do like this though. Oh, hard but like really poorly. Oh wait, really poorly made cushion. Oh no, also not. They're good. Dangerous. Honestly, let's go with soft and cushiony. I usually prefer like a very well cushioned seat, but like firmly made. Like it's soft, but it has structure. That's my type of chair. But let's go. But I do like also just soft and cushiony in general. Are you mentally okay? Okay, well, I forgot. um, hey, yeah, I'm doing fine. Why do you ask? Probably? Let's say probably. Choose a really annoying neighbor. How is this an annoying neighbor? This is like, I would love to live next to a cat person, like a cat lady. Uh, okay, if it was constantly drilling and hammering, that'd be annoying, but like, I also would like to live next to like a DIY person. Dog. Uh, choose a really annoying neighbor. Well, I guess I gotta choose this one. What kind of, best kind of door? Why would this be the best kind of door? I'm gonna kill someone. I'm gonna kill someone. Big door. Doorway to hell. Holy door of St. Peter's Basilica. Those doors from the pits of hell that unleash darkness upon your blood. What in the hell? You got two types of hell door. What the hell? What the hell door? This hell door. Best number 4. Who are you in the fantasy friend group? Spooky mage, probably. I'm the spooky mage, but like, I was just an idiot. Do you know who Freddie Mercury? Who does not know who Freddie Mercury is? Uh, they like to call me out, huh? Who doesn't know who Freddie Mercury is? Even if you don't listen to Queen, like what? Enjoy being a chair now, ha ha ha. My skin is upholstery. My bones are wood. I am chair. Alright, what chair am I? The throne. Ooh. I'm not sure how accurate. Hold on. I'm not a leader. I'm not a leader. You are everything that people need you to be. You are selfless and bold. You are often proud of who you are, and sometimes you may need to step down. But you are persistent. You may be swept off your feet one day, but the things you achieve during your life will be forever cherished. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but not sure if how much I agree with that, but sure. Okay. For the sake of time, I love philosophy. For the sake of time, I'm gonna skip this one. Just because I only realized how many questions there are. Oh my god. Also, it's all IDR labs from here on out. I'm gonna skip this one just for the sake of time, if that's all right with you, everyone. Ooh, also because like we have other ones with it's not that. Hold on. How much other? Okay, I'm just gonna cut that one quiz, but we'll do the rest of them even if they are long. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Monster High care. I like Monster High. Often question where I belong. I'd agree. We're gonna because I've answered so many questions. I think I'm not gonna dwell on every single question unless like one is like specifically, taking charge. Not really. Adapt easily to environments. Neutral. Honesty and fairness. Slight agree. Well, mostly big agree, but I'll admit sometimes there is like some instances where honesty isn't always the solution. I feel. Intelligence and problem solving. Slight agree. Confident in who I am. Neutral. Balance pride with humility. Mostly the other direction. Trying to balance my humility with my pride. The slight agree. I avoid leadership roles. I try to. I don't like I'll suggest. I'll give a suggestion, but I don't try to like run it. Basically, I'll be like, hey, can we do this? Value harmony in relationships. I like some harmony. Trial and error. Probably yeah. Avoid confrontation to hard truths. For the most part, yeah. Empathetic, emotionally aware. I believe so. I feel comfortable being misunderstood. Not neutral. Curious and eager to learn about myself. I'm literally doing a stream of personality quizzes. Like, come on. Emotionally resilient and tough. I'll say neutral. Confident in expressing my identity. Recently, yes. Recently, much more than I was. Stand up for myself and others. Others, yes. Myself, not so much. So I'll say kinda. Fiercely loyal to those I care about. Yeah. I try to stay optimistic even when I'm hurt. For the most part, yes. I try not to let myself, like, fall into despair, but it happens sometimes. Uh, I try to, but I'll often rely on others as well. Support others quietly. The most part, yes, but there are times where I'll be more, like, loud about it. Ignore emotions and focus on only on logic. Hard disagree. Hide my strengths to avoid attention. I don't not really. It's my arm starting to fall asleep. I was like, sitting on my arm. Oh, my food will be here a little soon. Soon-ish. I've already used this song so much in shorts. I hide my strengths to avoid attention. Not really. Value independence. I'll be honest. I'm pretty dependent on the people around me, and for just emotional like fulfillment. But I do value independence. Show care through actions, not words. For the most part, yes. I feel value close, meaningful relationships. Yes, I love being around people that I love being around, and I value those relationships like very hard. Sometimes I'll admit there are times when I might not show it, but I value those relationships. I put my needs above everyone else's. I don't think I do, but sometimes I try to balance my needs with other people's needs, so I guess I'll say neutral. I try to keep peace in conflicts. Yes. I try to keep peace as much as I can. I don't like conflict. Honesty over comfort. Neutral. I'll say neutral because again, I understand the power of both, the need for both, and like I feel like I tend to lean towards comfort just for comfort's sake, but you know, I value it at least. I dislike learning new things. Will I'll admit there's time I'll fall back into what's comfortable, but I like learning new things. Sensitive to others' feelings. Reminder, I am autistic. I can sometimes not read people, but there'll always be like that like kind of like hanging over like general like vibe that something might be off, you know? Kindness and emotional connection. Yeah. I care about my image and reputation more than I probably should, but yeah. Prefer observation over attention. Let's say slight agree on that one. I'm not fully sure what that means, but I'll say slight agree because that just feels right, you know? Oh, last question. Tradition and loyalty. Loyalty, yeah. Why are we putting tradition and loyalty? Those are two separate things. Come on. Loyalty, yes. Tradition, meh, neutral. All right, who am I getting? Who am I getting? Draculaura. Of course, I'm the vampire. I mean, I guess that's kind of who I expected. All right. Cheerful and compassionate vampire who believes deeply in kindness, empathy, and emotional connection. Despite coming from a lineage often associated with darkness and fear, she actively chooses warmth, positivity, and hope. Sensitive and romantic, Draculaura treasures close relationships, often putting the needs and feelings of others above her own. She struggles at times with self-doubt and fear of disappointing those she loves, yet her optimism, sincerity, and ability to forgive remain central to her personality. Draculaura's character represents emotional intelligence, gentleness, and the courage required to remain kind in a world that does not always reward sensitivity. Reminds others that compassion and empathy are powerful tools that can build lasting bonds and strengthen communities. You know what I think it is? I think I'm like putting too much into my words. I think I'm putting too much air into my speech today for some reason. I'm gonna skip this one. Uh, skip to skip that. Hold on. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Second place of Gulia and Laguna. Okay. I feel like this makes sense. I feel like this spread makes sense. All right. Yay. Am I a chat or a chud? Let's find out. Favorite subjects are ones most people find unbearable at dinner. They hate to see me come when I bring up the philosophical argument, I'll admit. Wait, favorites? Oh, not subject, not like school. I'm used to these quizzes being like, what's your favorite school subject? Not like subjects. Unbearable at dinner? Oh, no, not really. People tend to be, people tend to vibe with my dinner conversations. Enjoy explaining what a piece of news actually means. Slight agree. I know a great deal about several things I have never actually done. I actually, yeah, I've looked into like several things about things I haven't done, but I have a lot of like random knowledge on certain things. So yeah, I'll say yeah. Research decisions that others simply make. Agree, slight agree. I'll say there's some decisions I can jump into, but for the most part, I like really look into certain decisions. Obvious explanation is usually the right one. Lanter. Uh, yeah, sometimes a good amount of time. I have read long documents that most people would consider a waste of a weekend. Honestly, yeah, probably. Yeah. I hold at least one position I would not state in front of my colleagues. I mean, doesn't everyone have at least like one thing that they? I'm gonna say like slight agree. It's probably nothing weird. It's probably just like something, I don't know. I have talked at length about something before noticing the other person's face. Yeah, probably. If everyone accepts something, that is usually good enough for me. I slight disagree. Birdly rejected theme. My beloved. My B, not beloved, not beloved, be something. My B. I usually know what I think long before I could explain why. Honestly, yeah, bars. Okay. Bars incoming. I, despite wanting to be a writer and despite like the way I speak sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes it's hard for me to put things into words, but yeah, this is very, yeah. I would rather be at the party than understand why the party works. What? What does that mean? What? Rather be at the party than understand why the party works. No, what? I'm neutral. That doesn't mean anything. People come to me when they want something to happen. I guess. Kinda. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. I do not spend much time wondering what is going on behind the news. I'll say disagree. Slight disagree on that one. People tend to relax around me. I would hope. I don't think I give off the aura of someone who would be like not relaxing to be around, I guess. So I'll say like slight agree just because I think so. I don't think I'm very like I feel like I'm not very what's the opposite of like disarming? I don't think I'm like I don't think I'm that. When something needs doing, I am usually already doing it. Neutral. I'll say neutral on that one. I think. My first read on a person is usually the one I keep. For the most part, I would say yes. That's just because, like, again, I read people through vibes. There are some people who obviously have changed. For the most part, though, the first vibe I get on someone, just through like pure vibes alone, I couldn't tell you why. And like, I'm not great at like reading people's intentions, but weirdly enough, it's usually correct. Oh, the mouse icon. Oh, well, there's like certain websites where you can like, it's just an image. It's just image files basically. If you go onto your PC in your settings, there's usually an option. It's not in like settings, but it's under like some other setting. I can't remember where it is though. On like one of like the settings, like control panel or those kind of things. But if you can have their websites that usually have them where you can download image files and upload those. But yeah, that's what I have that on here. I was thinking of changing it, but I've had this one for so long that it feels weird too, you know? Also, hi, welcome. It also kind of fits my color scheme. And again, I do have the card since on my face. Rather try it badly. I would rather try it badly this week than plan for it properly for a month. Honestly, slight degree, I would say. I mean, you can learn as you're doing as well. I'm comfortable walking into a room where I know nobody. Slight disagree. Hard disagree, actually. Yeah. There has to be at least one person I can be with. There are things I am deeply interested in that I have learned not to raise. Not to raise? What? Like conversation topics or like skills? Or like skill level? What? I'll say slight disagree, but this question is weird. This question has like some weird like questions that don't really mean much. I just don't understand what they mean. I hold detailed views on matters that I have no power to affect. Slight agree. I feel like some things I definitely have some power to change, but I'll admit there are some that are probably, you know. I can spend weeks on a question that has no practically. Yes, 100%. I'm so weird about that kind of thing. I have to understand how something works before I can enjoy it. I would say disagree. I like understanding things like pretty thoroughly, but I can enjoy something without like having a complete explanation on it. I notice patterns that other people walk straight past. For the most part, I would say yes. There are some things some patterns that I definitely never realized. You know, one thing that annoyed me the other day, you know the song Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator? I was listening to that. Someone gave me said something on it that I'm so mad I somehow never got. The line, "It's my fault." How did I never get that was an earthquake reference? That was like literally talking about an earthquake. I feel so stupid. Realize that's not really a pattern, but like how did I not get that? I do notice patterns though, a lot of the time. Overthinking has never really been my problem. Oh, I hard disagree. I overthink everything. I panic in like so many interactions that I have with people. Just because like I'm scared they're gonna hate me. I'm a pain. I know I'm a pain sometimes. All right. Moment of truth, everyone. Get your thoughts in now. Am I a Chad or a Chud? 3, 2, 1. That's almost 50-50, but I definitely lean on the side of Chud, apparently. Oh god. Knows the forbidden lore. Gets the point, trusts the instincts, never needed to know, makes things happen, already left. This is is it weird that I kind of I respect both of these sides. I thought the Chud would be Chud leaning middle. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah. I'm a Chud leaning middle. Being called a Chud doesn't really like help my ego much, but You pass for normal until someone mentions your thing. Oh my god. Okay, well, you can work a room, make eye contact, and let a bad claim go by. You simply experience all three as acts of restraint. There's a subject you have researched far beyond any possible use, plus a position you would not state in front of your colleagues without first checking who owns the meeting notes. You do act eventually. You just need enough context first, and enough context is scheduled for never. Your chat side gets you into the room. Your chud side spends the evening reverse engineering why everyone was there. Okay, you know what? I'm good with that explanation actually. Being called a chud still doesn't help my ego, but ooh, my food's like almost here. It's like right down there. Okay, let's see if we can get this Avengers quiz done before my food gets here, and then I might have to take a very quick break before my last like 5 quizzes. Er, just a sec. Hold on. No, we're not listening. We are not listening to the song. We are not listening to Brat Fashion. Even if it's only like 40 seconds. It's only 30 seconds, but it gives yeah. Ooh, camera justice. We are not listening to Brat Fashion. I swear. Oh, my food is literally yeah, my food is literally right down. Okay, you know what? I think now's the time. I take a very quick break to go get my food. Hold on. Uh, hold on. Yeah. Okay, my food is like basically already here. I will be right back. I'll be very quick. I'll be very quick about it. Be right back. Have fun with Kiryu. I'll be right back. Okay, food acquired, I'm back. The music stopped? What? Oh, wait. Right, I forgot I muted my headphones. Alright, I got my food. Yeah, there's this, yeah, Mediterranean place that I like. Right, there we go. Let me just get this off the screen. I got more food than I usually get because I'm very hungry. Are you curious, sensor? Alright, we're back. Okay. I did try to find a Marvel Rivals one, but I couldn't find one that actually had all the Rivals characters, so I decided to do a quiz that already had like a limited pool to begin with. Yeah, here we go. Also, as not gonna try to eat while I do it, but I might take a nibble here and there. All right. This one is about the 7 Avengers from the Avengers. The 7 characters from the Avengers. All right, I'm just getting everything out of the plastic bag. Delta Roo. Oh yeah, I've got a lot more food than I thought I did. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. Loyal friend, do almost anything for those closest to me. If a friend asked me to do something, I would very much probably just do it. I am creative and resourceful with a little improvisation. I can often make something out of nothing. Slight agree. I do what I want and do not feel particularly obliged to anyone. I'll say slight disagree on that one. I try to be obliged, but I do what I want most of the time. It's just what I want often involves being obliged. I don't need to be admired or seen as a leader. As long as I get what I want, I'm good. Slight agree. I like the idea of being admired. I just don't want to be a leader. Too much responsibility for me, honestly. But like, I like the idea of like being seen as good in someone's eyes. Honestly, that's what I want foremost. I keep track of sensitive information that can be used to further my aims at a later time. I will say slight agree. There are some things that I don't keep on me and don't like take full advantage of, I'll admit, but I'll say sure. I think I do. Alright, can you give me like 2 seconds? Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Shrug off setbacks with ease. Depends on the setback. For the most part, yes, but some things do stick with me. I don't tell people my real motives unless it is useful for me to do so. Sometimes I tell people my motives without even realizing it. Done that a few times. Last like few weeks without even realizing I was doing that. Hey, that breaks soon. Also, this is kind of out of nowhere. I should get Slay the Spire too. That's incredibly out of nowhere, but I'm just thinking about that now. Don't tell people. I'm gonna say disagree, just because like I feel like my motives are often pretty apparent a lot of the time. Many of the things I do for others go unpraised or unnoticed. I don't think so. I feel like when I do something for someone, they usually notice. I believe I'm pretty well. I'm well appreciated, I think. Despite my fears, in just that's just anxiety speaking. I think I'm pretty well appreciated overall. The people that care for me make sure it's known that they care about me, which I appreciate a lot. Willing to do things that others consider unethical in pursuit of my goals. I'll say like I've considered doing certain like unethical things, not like bad things, just things that would be unethical. Big air quotes. Most of them are just funny though, and a little pathetic. But okay, this is funny. At one point, I genuinely was thinking, what if I became a VTuber clipper, just kind of like in my free time, even though my free time is usually spent doing other things anyway. But I thought like I had my little like Seymour from Simpsons staring at Krusty Burger moment where I was just like, but what if I mix in my own clips as well among these other more known VTuber clips that'd be clipping? Delightfully devilish, Xyla. Yeah, no, I didn't go through with that. That feels kind of pathetic, but it also sounds funny that to do. I mean, it'd be obvious what's happening if it's like me and just a bunch of other like big VTubers. I'll admit I have thought about that, but I didn't do it. It would be really funny though, wouldn't it? Never fully processed certain bad things that happened in my past. I fully process. I feel like I've fully processed most of them. It's just like they do kind of hang over my head a bit, so I'll say neutral for that one. Pretty straightforward person, one who does not have many deep, dark secrets. I feel like I don't have that many secrets, honestly. I feel like overall, I'm mostly pretty straightforward. It's just I have like one or two things I keep like locked up. Not much though, but I'm a pretty open book for the most part. Friendly and open communicator who tends to get along well with most people I meet. Neutral. If I like you, what is this? What is playing right now? 13 a.m. Sure. Crack spine. Friendly and open communicator who tends to get along well with most people. Uh, if I'm talking to someone, then yeah. If I'm like actively talking to them, then yes. I have to start talking to be. I'll say slight agree. Nothing matters to me more to me than my family. Again, depends on your definition of family. Neutral. Primal protectiveness toward those I care about. I'll say slight agree. Not sure how primal it is, but I do feel protective about people I care about. Those with superior talents should not hide them. Hard agree. If you're talented, flaunt that shit. Like, I am comfortable working alone for long periods of time. I'll say slight agree. I'm good working alone. It's just sometimes I'm gonna need like someone to like check in. My mood swings wildly from day to day or even from morning to evening. Again, I'm bipolar. What do you want from me? I want those who have challenged me to fail. Not really. I don't really have a lot of people challenging me, but I have good relations with almost everyone in my family. I hard disagree. I don't even talk to most of them because I don't like them. I'm not going to go in depth on that. I am outspoken and not afraid to share hard truths that others find intimidating. I'll say neutral. Again, I like to catch people's feelings, but people have described me as carefree. No one describes me as carefree. I'm calm. I'm not carefree. I've mentioned I am a bundle of anxiety and nerves. No one has ever described me as carefree. There's not I don't think there's a person on this planet who would look me in the eyes and tell me, "Yeah, you're pretty carefree." Like, be so for real. I have a bubbly, quirky way about me. I think I'm pretty quirky and can be pretty bubbly, but I am also can also be pretty mellow and very like bleh. People have told me I've had problems with authority. Yeah, people have told me that. I have a dark side that gets the better of me. I should eat some of my food before it gets cold. I'm just thinking about that now. Not all of it, but you know. I don't really like eating on stream that much, but I should definitely realizing my food just gonna get really cold if I don't have a few bites of it every now and again. I have a dark side that gets the better of me on occasion. I believe that's called my self-doubt, so I'm gonna let this one play because this one's better since it's just meowing. I hate Brett Fashion because it's just the Mario paint like baby sound effect, but I hate it. I'm gonna say I agree, but that's just called my self-doubt. Loyalty to my friends is one of my chief qualities. I believe so. I'm pretty loyal to my friends. I'd never betray most of them. I wouldn't betray any of them. I don't know why I said it like that. I like how easy you can see my chewing. I like how you can it's like so easily see my chewing. All right. Rarely daydream or fantasize about the future. I disagree. I daydream and fantasize all the time. I find the sight of my country's flag deeply moving. I feel like I'm very neutral on this topic. Like the flag itself, like there's some good things it represents, there's some bad things it represents. I'm very neutral. I don't know. People tend to either love me or hate me. I feel like I would worry about this a lot of the time. I feel like most of the time people either like me or they just find me kind of neutral. So I'll say disagree, slight disagree. I don't think I'm a very polarizing person. It's just, sometimes I get so angry I must struggle to control my urge to break things. I haven't gotten like to that level of anger in a long time. But I will say my urge to break things does come out sometimes. I never do, but I have a calm temper and avoid confrontation. Mm. Two things can be the same, I believe. I believe I do have some issues with anger, but overall I feel like I'm pretty calm temper-wise. I definitely avoid confrontation though. Quit quizzing while eating. Doing good for others is its own reward. Yeah, I would say so. Sometimes I like just doing things, it's nice. People have told me that I am difficult to get along with. I don't think so. No one's ever said that. I feel like I'm easy to get along with. It's just some people just don't vibe with me. No one's ever told me that though. I have flashbacks about bad things that happened to me where I feel I am reliving them. So I'd agree. Not like full flashback, but definitely like that. Those feelings stick with you. I am more of a doer than a talker. I'm very neutral on that. Oh, is the last one. Oh shoot. Okay. Here we go. Which of the 7 Avengers characters am I? I was not expecting Captain America and Hulk to be the two people I'm tied between, but okay. Call me Captain Hulk, I guess. Okay. Tied. Do not have a definite character match. Okay. I wish if they like kind of described it a bit. I don't know. I guess they didn't not gonna have like an explanation for each one. But yeah, Captain America and Hulk, I guess. Interesting combination of characters, but sure. Okay, we have 4 more quizzes. Or, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm gonna get rid of one of them. I don't feel like taking it. I just don't feel like it right now. Three more quizzes, everyone. And next up, where do I fall on the jock to nerd, prep to goth, like alignment chart? I feel like I have a pretty hard idea of where I'm gonna fall, but we'll see. Luxury is a core principle when it comes to my material possession. Luxury? Neutral. I don't like my trinkets. I don't know. Pain and sacrifice are necessary for achieving greatness. I believe some pain is gonna be needed, yeah. Okay, there are some aspects that definitely should be celebrated, but like when it comes to this question, you know the type of people who would answer yes to it. And because of that, I have to say no. Tradition and etiquette are important to uphold. I'm gonna say neutral. Tradition, boring. There's some traditions that are fine, and like I'll respect them, but and like I'll respect a general etiquette, but don't like ask me to like go above and beyond to like be overly polite. I think I'm already a pretty like polite and or overly polite person. It's just the idea of like expecting to be polite that just like ticks me off. It's just like, come on. High quality, understated luxury goods are a tasteful way of signaling one's success. Depends. I don't know. Honestly, if I had like, say I had a lot of success or like a lot of money or something, I wouldn't buy like, I probably wouldn't buy all that many luxury goods. I'd buy like some that are like cool or like fun or like make my life easier. But like, I'm just gonna buy more trinkets. Like, I'm gonna say neutral on that. Fantasy, science fiction, and comic books offer unique perspectives on the world and humanity. Hard yes. A lot of our best writing comes from fantasy and sci-fi. I'll say it. Gaming offers great opportunities for learning, problem solving, and socializing. Most of my socialization stemmed from me playing video games, so yes. Spamton jump scare. Spamton jump scare. Spamton jump scare. Death, the supernatural, and the macabre hold a certain allure and beauty. Hard yes. Look at me. The darker and more mysterious aspects of life are fascinating and worthy of explanation. Hard yes. That's so much more. That's so much more fun. Classic, timeless fashion is always in style. Classic, timeless fashion. Yeah. There's some that definitely are out of style, but some timeless fashion. If it's timeless, it's always in style. You gotta love the classics. I feel a strong connection to online communities and forums where I can engage with like-minded individuals and share my passions and interests. Yes. Debating and discussing complex ideas and theories is a valuable form of intellectual exercise. I'm literally, I love philosophy. What is that other than just debating ideas and theories? Unpredictable and chaotic. That's what makes it interesting. I'm gonna say middle agree, but I'm stuck between hard and middle agree. I'll just go with that though for now. Emotional intensity and introspection are important aspects of personal growth. Yes. Hard yes. Family is a source of pride and support and should be respected and cherished. I don't know. Depends on if your family was good or not. For the most part, a little bit. Yeah, probably. Winning is everything. Nah. Winning's good, but not everything. Yeah, I haven't actually said what I'm eating. I have a wrap with falafel and baba ganoush. I also have some tabbouleh and uh some diwali, grape leaves, and some baklava for dessert. Just eating the wrap now. I'll save the tabbouleh and diwali are gonna be like my little snack after stream, basically. I feel like stream's gonna end like not too far from now, like maybe like 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes or less, unless I like, get sidetracked again. Oops. All right. Physical fitness and competition, important aspects of personal growth and development. Okay, well, that's a hard question because like I know physical fitness is correct, but like I know that's gonna just push me more towards one direction. And like I know it's important. I feel like competition, not as much, but physical fitness, yeah, duh. Participating in fan communities and conventions is a great way to connect with like-minded. Hell yes, I love going to conventions. I suck at talking to people. Maybe next time. Oh wait, there's a convention I wanted to go to at some point. I should check in on that. Mental and physical toughness are necessary for overcoming challenges and achieving success. Yes, I believe so. Good grooming and clean cut appearance are crucial for making good impression. I mean, I shower and like make it look like I put effort in. I'm not sure what good grooming and clean cut appearance means. I often find myself absorbed in hobbies such as video games, coding, or model building. Yes, that is just me. Okay, let's see my answers. I'm pretty sure I know almost exactly where I'm going to fall, but yeah, the LARP category. Go, what the hell? What do you mean LARP? Oh, it's the actual definition of LARP. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm so used to people using the like. I'm so used to people using like the current definition of LARP. It catches me off guard when people use the actual definition. Okay, now I'm happy. I was so mad for a second. What do you mean I'm a LARPer? I'm a LARPer. That makes more sense. Okay, that yes. Easily act out the character's actions and interact with the simulated world. In the jock nerd prep goth test, LARP should not be understood pejoratively or as exclusively pertaining to role playing, but as someone who combines the geeky knowledge of nerds with the nonconformity of goths who engage in gaming, fantasy worlds, and the like. That describes me to a T. That is me. That's correct. I knew exactly where I was going to fall. That's like basically the exact place I thought I was going to fall. I'm tempted to do this one, but I already have one. Actually, you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. I have a JoJo test, but I did do the stand test last time, and to be fair, this one doesn't have all the Jo stars. It has Jo stars 1 to 6 plus Dio for some reason. I checked the answers for some of these to make sure they had all the right people, you know. So I actually think I'm going to save this until I find an actual excuse me, jeez. I'm going to save doing the JoJo test until I find an actual all Jo stars test. So for now, I'm gonna get rid of the JoJo test, and we're going to do this one. I love this series. I test people's loyalty before letting them close. To an extent, I don't like test them, but like I'd like to know they're loyal, you know? Solve problems with quick thinking under pressure. Slight agree. I don't do well under pressure, but some pressure I don't do well under like extreme pressure, but like a little pressure is good. I love inserting myself into people's drama. Not really. I hate drama. I hate dealing with drama like in real. Like I want to know the up and up, but yeah, I'll wait for a better JoJo one. I'll wait maybe like when we inevitably do personality test part 3. Because today's was mostly me doing the leftover ones from last time, plus adding some like IDR labs and stuff. But yeah, I'll find a better like JoJo Joestar quiz that actually has like all 9 of them. Plus maybe like some other ones, who knows? But yeah. Authority figures to judge people fairly. Some authority figures, most of them, I don't know. Openly express my needs without feeling guarded. I'm a little guarded, but a little bit, yeah. If there was like another tick, I'd put it right here, but I isolate myself when shallow people frustrate. Yeah, yeah, I'll admit I do that. I use humor and energy to hide my insecurities. Yes, call me out, okay. I rely on natural Windows security. I rely on natural talent more than discipline. I'm gonna say neutral. I have no idea. I know how it feels to be unfairly punished. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've had to deal with some, like, punishment in the past that it was definitely not, appropriate. Help conflict with quiet backstage control. I'm gonna say neutral on this one, I think, actually. I hide in my hobbies, but still help quietly. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I feel swallowed by my role as someone else's fixer. Not really. I'm not like someone's like fixer. I just help them when I need to be. It's not really like my like I help people, but that's not really my like, you know. I treat romance like a chess match I must win. Not really. No. I mean that moves me far away from like the main 2 characters, but not really. Romance is a romance isn't like a chess match. It's like I'm playing romance is checkers and I suck at it. I feel exhausted by demands I cannot escape. Yeah, not fully, but yeah. I train past exhaustion to hide my weakness. Little bit, yeah. I switch my personas until my true self feels unclear. Until my true self, like what? I want to say agree. I feel like I'm misreading how that's meant to be like read. I mean, written. What? I panic when careful plans start slipping away. If it's something I actually put work into, then yes, 100%. My silly side and simple desires. Yeah, I'm a silly person. Yeah, I would say so. I protect others even when it hurts me. So I'd agree, I would say. I do my best to protect others, but I also do try to take care of my own, like, feelings a lot of the time. I sacrifice my own time to help struggling people. I would say slight degree, yeah. Okay, if someone asks me to help with something, I'm going to, yeah. I bend rules at games when it keeps things fun. I would say, yeah, to an extent, yeah. Although sometimes playing within the rules is what makes the game fun. I mean, sometimes like playing within the rules is what makes the games fun. But yeah, if breaking a rule or two is what makes the game fun, then yeah, obviously. That did feel like a very Chica question. I face intense emotions instead of fleeing them. More recently, yes. In the past, no. So I'm going to say neutral. No, I'll say agree. I argue with myself before admitting I feel vulnerable. No, I'm pretty comfortable in not comfortable in my vulnerability. I'm pretty aware of the fact that I'm very vulnerable. I work obsessively to look capable at all times. Not like capable, but like I do work to make myself seem competent, I guess is more correct. I derail careful plans by acting as the wild card. Not really. I don't think I'm that much of a wild card. I'm a wild card in the sense that like I like to mess with people, but like if there's like a plan, I'll give it a little agree. Little agree. Oh, wait, that was the last one. Okay. All right. Here we go. Who am I? Who am I? What am I even saying? You know what? I can see it. Cynical, introverted student whose gloomy exterior pushes people away before they can hurt him. Retreats into hobby, yeah. Dominant instinct is isolate and resent shallow popular peers. Dark humor, distrust authority figures. Assumes society will judge him fairly. Deeply misunderstood boy who acts decisively, self-destructively to protect someone. You know what? I can see it. I can see it. Okay, the number 1 and 2. Oh my, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, yeah. No, this spin down of like Ishigami, Shirogane, Chika, Hayasaka, Kaguya. I can see it. That feels the most accurate in order. All right, last quiz, everyone. What's my D&D class? 60 questions. Oh my god, I just realized. Okay, well, we're gonna try to speed this up, be a little speedy. Charm or wit to navigate through it? My wit, yes. I'm not sure how much charm I got, but I love animals. I love my cat. Mysterious or secretive side about me. No, no, I'm not very mysterious or secretive, so independent by nature, preferring to rely on my own skills. Neutral, I'd say. Neutral. Often wary of stranger. Yeah. Yeah. Competitive, someone who enjoys a good challenge. I'm more competitive with myself than other people for them, I think. Yeah, I'll say I agree. I'm competitive, but like not like in the sense that, like, I often, like, strive for competition, you know? It's just, you know. Prioritize helping others even if it inconveniences me. Uh, not fully, but yeah. Yeah, I'm good with being inconvenienced every now and again. Taste for the macabre? Yeah, I do. Heck yeah, I do. I love the macabre. Macabre. I have a strict code of moral conduct and expect the same of others. Okay, I have a strict code of conduct for myself. I'm not necessarily gonna hold others to my code of conduct, though, so here's loyalty to those I consider my tribe or companions. Yeah, I would say so. Highly disciplined and dedicated to myself to my studies. I would say neutral. I will admit. I'll give one tick to agree. There are times when I've let certain things slip when it comes to my studies, I guess. Learning and intellectual pursuit above all else. Intellectual pursuit is a very broad category, so I will give it a good old one tick to agree. Shy away from I'm a VTuber. I'm a streamer. I don't like being the center of attention in real life, really, but like, if I wasn't, if I wasn't at least a little bit searching fame, why would I be a streamer? Like, I'd be in the wrong line of things if I shy from fame. Yeah, so I'd agree on this one. I like some experience. Comfortable taking risks that leave others queasy. Depends on the risk. I'm gonna say neutral on that one. I I like taking risks if I can randomly prepare myself. If I was much more comfortable taking risks, things would be a lot different right now. I'm just real with you. Comfortable operating on the fringes of society. I don't know what that means fully. I'm gonna say a slight agree because like I get the vibe, but like, what does that mean? I'm good with doing some illegal. I don't know. Uh, I honestly feel like I can be humble, like to a fault sometimes. Just in the sense of like, I tend to discredit myself a lot of the time. So I'll say agree. Endure pain without wincing and push beyond my own limits. I'll say slight agree because I am very stubborn and will continue to move on, but I'm gonna wince. I'm gonna wince, but I'm just gonna keep pushing myself. Captivate others with my storytelling prowess. I'm gonna say a slight agree, just because there have been times when I've been telling people like stories of stuff that happened to me, and like they get invested because of like how I'm describing the story. So I'll give a slight agree. Drawn to the spotlight. No, not really. Believe the power of holistic health and alternative medicine to promote mental and physical health. Okay. Vaccinate yourself and vaccinate yourself, make sure, like, try to convince your peers to get vaccinated. I'm going to say that. I will say, though, there are definitely benefits to That was a really bad voice crack. I will say, though, there are definitely benefits to alternative medicine, mostly mentally, but I will admit some of them do offer some physical aid. I'm just going to say it's not a good alternative, even though it's alternative medicine. It's not a good, like, substitution. There you go. For, like, actual medicine. It's not a good, like, substitution for, like, actual medicine. But on top of actual medicine, I would say, like, heck yeah. Is the Knight's, like, entrance music? Yeah, no. Yeah, so yeah. Strive to cultivate deeper sense of gratitude and mindfulness. Yeah, for the most part, I'd say yeah. Always be mindful when you're eating and be sure to chew, be sure to make your food as fully chewed before you swallow. Both because you don't want to choke and also because it promotes health, it promotes like easy digestion. Simple, functional clothing, and I'm not concerned with fashion trends. I'm not sure about trends, but like, okay, several years ago, I'd probably say, oh, I like my clothing to be functional, but it's like I literally bought like a frilly dress yesterday. If I cared about practicality, I would have not bought that. Like, I do like the practicality though, and also I don't really follow trends that much. I just wear what I like. I prefer to avoid direct confrontation, outsmart my opponent. Well, I don't like direct confrontation. I'm gonna give a slight agree because I do, in terms of confrontation, like a verbal confrontation, I'm going to prepare beforehand. I respect a worthy opponent even if they stand on the other side of the fight. Yeah, I would say for them, I'll give a slight agree. When I'm in a video game, I do tend to get mad at other players, but then after the fact, I'm like, man, they played really good. I view the world through a lens of spiritual significance, finding meaning in even the most mundane occurrences. I'll say slight agree. There's gotta be like a little bit of mean in there, you know? Discipline and personal improvement are the keys to overcoming any challenge. I'll say disagree. Because it's important, you do need discipline and personal improvements, but some things are definitely out of your control, or at the very least, like, kind of out of hand without a little bit of, something other than, like, personal effort and discipline, you know? A flamboyant or dramatic temperament, I'll give a slight agree. You know what? No, you've seen the clips that I've posted. Yeah. I'm calm for the most part, but when I get, like, dramatic, I get dramatic. I feel most alive when engaged in physical exertion where the rush fuels my spirit. Not really. I like a good physical exertion every now and again. I mean, for a while, whenever I'd get like, I mean, for a bit, whenever I'd get like really in my own head about things, I'd just go on a run. Not really anymore. I should do that more though. Well, I should work out. Not really like a run. Like I should work out more. I'm healthy. It's just I need to actually like put in more. I'm actually I'm like perfectly healthy. I just need to like put in a little bit more effort. Self control, inner peace are among my most important. Yeah, isn't that everyone's like goals? It's like inner peace, especially with people with anxiety like me. You know, I enjoy taking long walks. I'll say like slight agree. My legs hurt, but I like the mindfulness it gives you. Strength from unwavering faith, finding purpose and guidance in serving my chosen religion. I'll stay neutral on that. I think, yeah. Depends on your definition of religion. Well, there's only one definition, whatever. I want my life to be an ever-changing journey where each new adventure becomes another chapter of the tale. Slight agree. I like some consistency. I want some consistency. Oh, wait, did I miss? Yeah, no. I am not easily discouraged by setbacks and learn from my mistakes. I will say a slight disagree. I can usually get back up again, but I can't. I can get back up again, but I get knocked down. I seek peaceful solutions to conflict wherever possible. Yes, for the most part, yeah. Willing to make deals with unsavory individuals to achieve my goals. I Neutral. I'll stay neutral on that. I'll give a slight agree. Depends what it means by my goals. I don't know. Loyalty to those who have earned my trust is more important than following laws or customs. Yeah, I believe so. I am satisfied with a simple life. I do not care about luxury or luxury goods. I'll say neutral on that. There are definitely some luxury items I really enjoy, but for the most part, I would say I like things to stay a little simple. It's just I love my trinkets. You know this. I love my little trinkets. I mean, most of my oh my god, voice crack. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Just making sure my throat's clear and like getting better music on. But yeah, I will stay neutral on this. Stand for justice, regardless of the consequences. Slight agree. Overall, I believe overall I'll stand for justice, but you know. What was my second, what was my second? Speaking of justice, what was my number 2 on that quiz? The Undertale Soul quiz? I wonder. Can't remember. What was my number 2 after kindness? Yeah, my number 2 was kindness. Or my number 2 was justice. That's what I thought. You know what? Yeah. Consequences be damned. I have an interest in meditation or mindfulness practices. Yeah. I try to keep mindful. Often on my instincts, trusting my gut reactions in the heat of the moment. A lot of the time, in the heat of the moment when I don't really have time to deliberate, yeah. I pick up on subtle physical cues others miss. Not really. I prefer to understand a problem thoroughly before taking action. For the most part, a little bit, but yeah. Strong moral compass, unwavering belief in a cause. I would, yeah, I have a pretty strong compass. A few friends and romantic partners is temporary. No, love my friends. I love my friends, and anyone who I've ever like tried to be in a relationship with, I just assumed that I'd be with them for the rest of my life. I'm going to assume that because like that's the goal, is it not? I mean, that's the goal, no? The beauty of efficiency and getting the job done quickly. I believe there is also beauty in taking your time, though. So I'll give a slight agree. I am a beacon of hope for others. I am a beacon of self-doubt. And I'm gonna say neutral. I am analytical and methodical in my approach to problem solving. I am neutral. Again, I'm mostly feeling. But I do, of course, take in my analytical side sometimes. Strive to raise awareness about pressing issues like climate change and biodiversity loss. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous that we are at this point. When encountering conflict, yeah, losing people you care about. It's just like, I, viewing friendships as temporary feels like a trauma response. And like, I can understand it, but it's like, Like, that has to suck to, like, feel. Literally my yeah, but yeah, literally my, like, death fear is, like, losing people I care about. When encountering a conflict, I use my gift of persuasion to find common ground. Okay, I'm gonna skip this just because it has lyrics. I love this song, but I'm gonna skip it because it has lyrics. Thank you, Laura Shikara. Be hard to concentrate my own, like, talking if I, you know? Gift of persuasion to find common ground. I'm not sure if I have a gift of persuasion, but I usually try to find common ground. Oh yeah, MGS4 is on PC. Oh my god, I need to go back and finish Metal Gear Solid. You know what, actually, okay, after Yakuza, it's either going to be I continue Devil May Cry or I finally finish Metal Gear Solid. It's been like so long. It's been like 8 months since I last played MGS or something, I think. It's been almost a year. Like, I need to finish it. It'd be the first time playing Metal Gear with my like 2D model as well, which would be fun. Mindful of my impact on the environment, striving to live in harmony with nature and reduce my ecological footprint. For the most part, yes, I will admit I falter, but struggle to fully control my impulses sometimes. Yeah. My impulses are strong. Again, I went to the store to buy clothing hangers and I came home with like a bunch of like stuff. I almost bought a Lego set. Like that I went to buy clothing hangers and almost got a Lego set. I didn't. I had that much self-control, but next time I don't know if I'll have enough self-control though. I love the feeling of the brick snapping in my fingers. Like, I need to feel it again. Absent-minded professor. Like a kind of like you'll explain things, but like going, honestly, if it's my understanding of absent-minded professor, I would say yeah. Like I said, it was either going to be okay, it was gonna be like one of the One Piece sets, probably like the small little uh one with Chopper and Hero Look. Just because I want the Chopper figure to put on my already owned Going Merry Lego set. Uh, or or it was going to be one of the flowers because I love the building Lego. I love building the Lego flowers. I have a Lego chrysanthemum, and I love it. I love chrysanthemums so much. They're my favorite flower. They're also my birth flower, which might be a coincidence, but I'm unsure. Or it was well, it wasn't. I wouldn't buy it because it was $130. But if I had them, if I was willing to spend $130 on a Lego set like in one go, I might have gotten the Balrog. I was very tempted to get the Balrog, like bookshelf set. If absent-minded professor is how I mean it, not Dream Watchers, please. Field of Hopes and Dreams. Let's go with that. If this is how I understand it to mean, then agree. I find deception to be categorically immoral and intolerable. Narcissus is your birthday. Wait, Narcissus is good too. Narcissus is good too. Let me get a. Yeah, I love Narcissus flowers. These are really cute. These are really pretty. I love the like dimensionality to them. I love like the way it looks. It looks like two separate flowers in one. It's so good. Such a pretty flower. I believe some deception, well, prejudice. Yeah, okay. Some deception can be useful, but prejudice neutral. I'll say neutral. I rely on raw instinct and raw talent, rather than study or discipline. I think for the most part, a little bit, but I do discipline and study. I am resourceful and can adapt to changing and challenging environments. Okay, again, the anxiety and autism combo don't help, but I'm resourceful. I can adapt. It's just gonna suck for a bit. Comfortable with ambiguity and moral gray areas. I'm neutral on this. Actually, you know what? Mm, I don't like a lot of ambiguity sometimes. I like things to be kind of clear for just my personal sake, but I don't know. I find solace in the simplicity of the wilderness, where the absence of civilization speaks to my instincts. Okay, I'll admit, I have a trouble. I've been neglecting my desire for nature, but at the same time, I do love nature, so agree. And finally, I often feel ostracized or misunderstood by others due to the unique way I behave. Oh yes, you're right. Oh yes, yes. The little Narcissus teacups. Honestly, flower teacups go kind of. Maybe I should buy some flower teacups. That goes kind of hard. Yeah, maybe I should get some like flower teacups. That sounds kind of awesome. Sounds like cute. Yeah. I feel like I've had a lot more people who actually accept me over the years who've come into my life, but I will say a slight agree. But yeah, here we go. This is the final quiz, and then we're done. So for today, anyway, we're definitely gonna do another one of these at some point. I just need to get a lot more quizzes. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. If it's not a magic casting class, that just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. My top two being druid and sorcerer and paladin. That makes sense to me. This makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, guardian of the natural world, embodying harmony, wisdom, reverence for the interconnected web of life. Mystics who communicate with nature. He ate a real. Okay. Hopefully it was one that doesn't like poison you. I'm assuming it wasn't one that poisons you, but I don't know about movies like pre 1980s. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Uh, you know what? Yeah, I can see this. Okay. And two of my top three are magic casting classes. And no, three actually my top three are magic class. Paladins are also magic casters. Am I stupid? Yeah, my top three being magic casting. That makes sense in my head. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense to me. All right. Okay. Yeah. And sorry for like the abrupt way I'm probably gonna end this, but my head I've been talking for a long time and to like rest my voice, I think. But yeah, yeah, it's almost a 4 hour stream now. And we're definitely gonna do this again at some point though. Also, sorry for the lack of shorts this week. I've been like really swamped with time. There might be some more shorts this coming week, but we'll see. Depends on how much time I can find for myself. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along again for another one of these personality test streams. We had a good time today. Looking at all my results for today. But yeah, hope you guys have a good time. Have a good day, week, year, and life. I'm gonna go finish my food and actually take time to eat my food now that I don't have to stream at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys next week for some more streams. Definitely gonna do that league stream, I promised. In fact, I might actually be joined by someone, and it might not be a solo stream this time. We'll see. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Bye.